The night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can run. Stars that fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run? I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. but honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living, but we could run from belief.
Rob's Nerdy Knives. How is everybody tonight? Good evening, folks. Appreciate you letting me join late. Son had a soccer game and lots of things going on. So I'm going to check the audio real quick, make sure we got audio. Yep. All right. Good. Everything's good. You all can hear me, I hope. All right. So we're starting late tonight. There is a giveaway for anybody who joined. It's in the description. I did update it before the live stream started. You should be able to enter. So welcome, everybody. Let me see, probably lots of people saying hello. I'll try to say hello as quickly as I can. So T-Fetch, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Just Nate, thank you, channel member. Appreciate you being here. Marco, Colby, thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see here. Who else we got? I got Jim Terraclifia. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, channel member. All right, man. I said hello to Colby, Marco. I did, yes. Fukduzi, hey, thank you, channel member. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you so much for joining. Paul I might. Is it Paul I might or Paul L might? I'm going to assume maybe Paul I might. I like that. All right. So Paul, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Channel member. Let's see here. Who else am I? Mark Stein. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you so much. Sky Holly. Appreciate you, channel member. Thanks for being here this evening. Pizza Lover Forever. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. I love pizza myself. Chris229, thank you, channel member. What's up, Chris, man? Appreciate you. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's see. Josh Branson, what's up, fellas? Appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining. Kenneth McClenny, hey, hello, everyone. What's up in Rob's World? Appreciate you being here tonight. Yeah, we can call it Rob's World. Whatever we want to call it. It's knife time. If there's knives in Rob's World, I'm cool with that. We'll call it Rob's World all day long. I like that. See here, who else? Got Chris. I said, Homer Feltus. Hey, appreciate you being here. Thank you, channel member. Appreciate you being here this evening. Mark Parks. Hey, hi all. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, channel member. Thanks for joining. Let's see here. Hey, look, Rob's Nerdy Knife said, I'm almost there. I am here. So there we go. That's how far back I am. Just so you know. Catching up, trying to go fast. If I'm missing anything, let me know. Biff's Blades, man, thank you, channel member. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you, channel member. All right. Chris Henkel, thank you, channel member. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you, channel member. All right. Mark Grant, what's up? What's up with you, man? Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, definitely. All right. Yeah, I'm getting close. Ground Fog. Hey, what's up, channel member? Appreciate you being here. Thank you, channel member. T-Fetch, hey, what's up, T-Fetch? Hi, all. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Mark Grant, I think I said hello to you, Mark, but if I didn't, I'm going to say hello again. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm going so fast, I might have forgotten, that short-term memory, I guess, going on here. Ginger Fisher, 75, appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you, channel member. Let's see here. Josh Branson, I feel like I should be doing Molly with music tonight. Oh, no. I just thought it was something catchy. The last music I had, I really liked for my intro, but I got one use out of it. And then the license is supposed to be free use. Then the license disappeared. And as soon as I tied it to my live stream, they demonetized it and I had to cut it out. And it was like $10 every time I wanted to use it. I was like, I can't afford that. That's, in a matter of a few weeks, that's a knife. That's a giveaway. I can't do that. So, especially when there's free music out there. So that's what I went for. All right, M King 87. Hello, Rob. Hello, M King 87. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining. Mr. Grant, thank you for having us. Man, you're welcome. You're welcome. Just remember the giveaway entry the link is in the description. So refresh if you don't see it. I did refresh it about 5-10 minutes before the live stream started. So it is in there. Watch City Knives. Hello, everyone. Man, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the live stream. Kenneth McClenny. Hey, well, hello, Kenneth. Appreciate you. Hello, Rob. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. All right. Catching up. Let's see here. Rocky Graham. Hey, man. Thank you, channel member. Appreciate you being here this evening. Let's try that again. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you, channel member. Boy, I am going fast. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump down to the desktop because I got a few knives. I don't know if it's even in, see, it's all off. There we go. I didn't even get a chance to center this yet, but I got some cool things that I was loaned and some things that was given to the channel I'm super excited about. One thing that was loaned that was kind of cool and crazy, and I tried to upload and I just couldn't get to it, but is this new Migron one, the Arma. That's crazy, crazy, crazy knife. Chicago 23, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Danny Sims, hey, Danny, appreciate you being here, and thank you for loaning me that knife, appreciate you. And appreciate you, channel member, as well. So, all right, let's see here. Josh, hey, bro, I'm not hating on the music. I was digging. Oh, that's cool. Man, that's totally cool. Hey, I like it too. Some people, it might be a little depressing, but I like it. I thought it's kind of moody. After a long day at work on Monday, it just seemed like it was kind of it seemed appropriate for a Monday. You know what I mean? I don't know. To me, it seemed like a good Monday moody music if you had a crappy Monday like I did. I really liked it. That's probably why I let it play a little bit longer. And also I was putting my shoes on, my belt on, because, I had to go change. I don't know if you heard the story. We had a massive storm here. Winds was crazy. I had to take my flag down because it was about to pull right off my concrete wall. And then I had to take all the little banners that we have for our kids for soccer and band. I had to take those in because they were bent over, and so I'm gonna have to bend those back. And then our trash cans were down the street with half the trash flying through the street. It was crazy. I wasn't sure if there was gonna be tornado type of weather, so I got soaked out there and I had to go change and wash up a little bit. So that's where I was. In case you guys were wondering, you may not, you could care less, that's fine. But I just let you know why I was late. At least you know. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter, right? At least you know. All right, so Justin, Ohio, hey, appreciate you being here, man. Thank you, channel member. Did I say hello? I don't think I said hello yet to Justin, Ohio. So I'm going to say hello. Hello. Jay Corscaden, hey, evening all. Appreciate you being here, channel member. Thank you for joining tonight. All right, Angelo, hey, what's up, Angelo? Appreciate you, channel member. Thank you for joining this evening. Ed, what's up? Hey, appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you for joining, channel member. Appreciate you. All right, let's see who else we got. I think I said hello to Homer already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, Homer, I always feel like I always make sure I didn't skip you, but I think I said hello, but I'll say hello to you a second time. All right. So we jump down a little bit here. All right. Who else we got? T-Fetch. I think I said hello to T-Fetch. Hey, cut and paste is your friend. Yeah, there we go. Paul Mills. Hey, man, appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you, channel member. Appreciate you, man. Lonnie Hutchinson, I will be in Jacksonville, Florida, and we're supposed to get really bad storm tomorrow. Yeah, I believe it. If it's the same one we got, it's going to be pretty heavy duty. The wind was insane. It had the kind of cyclical circulation. I was looking up when I was outside. It was made me think, hey, could this be possibly a tornado? And I hope not. I didn't want that, but it is what it is. We've had those here before. All right. Well, man, I think I said hello to everybody. If I missed anybody, let me know, please. I know I went through really, really fast. That was a super speedy hello to everybody this evening. Appreciate you guys being here. I know it's much later than normal, but I appreciate you guys hanging around and still joining the live stream. And I get it. I started late, and I know for some people it's a little too late, and for others they may have already gone on to another live stream, and I get that too. But we will have a giveaway, so for anybody who's here, definitely. We will also be doing, I think it's going to be probably next week, I'll be doing the channel member giveaway, just so you know, and I'll try to get that video out this week so the channel members can sign up for that, just to let everyone know. Kevin Surge, man, appreciate you being here. Thank you, channel member. Thank you for joining this evening. Yeah, so a couple of things that I thought was, hey, Mind of Milton, appreciate you being here. Thank you, channel member, man. Thanks for joining this evening. Particular person let me borrow this knife, and super cool guy. I was super excited. I wanted to try this. It's a gigantic knife. Okay, it's kind of out of my wheelhouse. It's gargantuan. There's no question about it. But I wanted to try it, and I said if there was ever a overbuilt knife that I would like, it would be this one. And the aesthetics are exactly that. I love it. As far as aesthetics, is it a knife I would carry? I don't know, man. The weight. This is half a pound of knife. A half a pound of knife, and if you don't catch that thing coming down, you're cutting off your finger, you're cutting your nail, you're going to be getting stitches. So you got to be careful. So that little flipper tab thing there is super important. But man, this is something else. It's quite a beast, and it does flip out pretty well. And that blade stock thickness, oh my goodness, it is big boy. It is an absolute big boy, giant chunk of metal, M390 blade steel. Here, let's clean that off a little bit here. But man, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. If I was going to do a mega knife, this would be it for sure. I think this is cool. I would say I'm not quite into giant knives yet. I'm not saying never, because I know what that got me with slip joints, right? So I got to be careful with that. But I will say this is absolutely one of the coolest ones out there. I like the aesthetics of that one a lot. And then here's another cool one, which is very unique. And it's almost got like an arrow blade. I don't know what you want to call this. It's a dagger. Do we want to call it a spear point? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could call that. It is PVD. It's like a polished PVD stone wash. It almost looks like DLC, honestly. But everything I looked didn't say it was DLC. So I don't know. It's S35VN blade steel. This is a beautiful blue carbon fiber. Let me zoom in on that if you guys are interested in looking at that. So check this blue carbon fiber out. I mean, that is just simply stunning and gorgeous. And it looks really nice in the sunlight. I really think it's something beautiful. I was very surprised. The ergonomics of this concept knife is pretty doggone fantastic. I was really, oops, web search and me, wrong button. There we go. Haven't opened up the web page yet here, so all right. But really cool little knife. Definitely something that's going to be exciting. This was actually donated to the channel. It's going to be a giveaway. So I'm trying to figure out when this should be a giveaway, because we got a couple things coming up, right? I got to talk to the person who donated, see if this is something he wanted me to save for a big giveaway, or can it be a smaller giveaway? It's a really nice knife, and I kind of think this would make a lot of sense for like the big 4K giveaway or something like that, which we're approaching very quickly. We're probably a month away, about a little over a month, depending on how things go, right? It goes up and down, but that's kind of cool. So there you go. All right, I probably missed a whole bunch of people that said hello. So Pretty Fly for a knife guy. Hey, man, thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you, channel member, for being here. Paul, I said hello to. I know I did. Oh, hey, somebody's celebrating 1 month. Let me go back and say hello. Oh, I went too far back. I missed. There you are. All right, so we got Joe Isabella, member for 1 month. Man, that deserves a salute. Where is my kazoo? Oh, it's right in front of me. You know, we have a phrase in Texas. We say, if it's been a snake, it'll bit you. I know it's corny, but, you know, it's the phrase. So, all right. So let me go ahead and give you a full salute there, Joe Isabella. So I appreciate you, channel member, for being a member for a month. So thank you, Joe. Appreciate you. Thank you for a whole month, man. That's awesome. I am humbled by it, and I appreciate it always. So Rob Tin Ring, hey, appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you for joining the live stream. I did see you saying hello. Stephen Johnson, I think I said hello to you, Stephen. If I didn't, hey, Stephen, welcome, channel member. Appreciate you. I thought I said hello. I feel like I didn't. But then again, I think I did. I don't know. Call it Mondays. Call it Mondays, and I can't quite remember, right? So Mondays are always one of those days where it's hard to remember stuff. All right. Make sure I got everybody there. Craig, hey, Craig. Good evening, everyone. Craig, good evening to you, man. Appreciate you being here in the live stream. Thanks for joining. Zen EDC, hey, hello, y'all. Appreciate you, Zen EDC. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining the live stream. For you guys who just joined, just know that the link to the giveaway is in the description. If you don't see it, refresh your description. Please do that. So appreciate you guys being here this evening. All right. Colby, I know I said hello to you, but I'll say hello to you again, man. Hope everything's going well for you this Monday. All right. Mind Milton, Backwoods. Did I miss? Yeah, Backwoods Blades. I think I didn't say hello yet. So Backwoods Blade, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you, sir. Let's see here. Humphrey Chimpton. Hey, appreciate greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know, there've been rumors about that. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. No, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're all honorable people here. So yeah, appreciate you being here this evening. You know, in some circles that might be an insult. I'm just kidding. I think it's great. Humphrey, appreciate you being here. Definitely. All right. Who else do we got? Josh, 33025. Hello, Rob. Well, hello to you, Josh. Appreciate you being here for the live stream. Thank you for joining. All right. All right, I'm saying hello to everybody. I think I got everybody, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. If I missed you, please let me know. And if I missed you more than once, I promise, it's not intentional. I trying to keep up and I miss it. Sometimes I get on my little tangents. Think of that movie, you know, Squirrel. You know, I get distracted. It happens. All right. I'm multitasking and football. Oh yeah, the game's tonight. I forgot that. My son also had soccer games. So there you go. We got a couple of things going on. So Pirate Tobin, hey, not a member, but I'm also here. Hey man, Pirate Tobin, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. The giveaway tonight is for everybody, just so you know. You are absolutely, everybody's welcome to join, get into that giveaway. Please do sign up for it if you haven't already. All right. So Danny, that knife is crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I just got to tell you. So there you go. I think it was Danny, right? Was it Danny that let me borrow that? Am I thinking of the right person? If I'm not, let me know. I completely brain farted. If I did, it happens. All right. So what is everybody doing tonight? First of all, who are you rooting for to win the game, by the way? I don't even know the score. So, you know, I feel like that should be worth me just taking a look. Let's just see where it's at. Because me saying who you're rooting for, it may be kind of moot. Oh, Michigan 17, Washington 10. Halftime. Close game. Yeah, I was really distraught last week, man. I was bummed for Texas. You know, I'm a Texas X. I was hoping they'd win, but, you know, it was a good game. Let's put it that way. It was not a disappointing blowout, so that was exciting. And I feel like if you're going to beat Texas, you better win the national championship. That's my goal. So, you know, if you beat Texas, go win the national championship, please. Now, if you're a fan of the other team, I'm sorry. That's just my position. No horse in that game. Yeah, I hear you. I don't have a horse in that game now, obviously. So, anyone named Jim Harbaugh? No, I don't know. That's sounds like one of the announcers, maybe. All right. What's it? Paul Midnight. That's what you don't show. That's why you don't show beard on the first date. Ah, there you go. Totally get it. You know, my son has a really long beard. He wants me to grow out my beard, but I started doing that for a while, and it's white. Man, I look like Santa Claus, and I just don't dig it. It's really white, and so I'm like thinking, you know, I'm going to keep it short. It gives me the sense that it's not quite as white, even though. Looking in my image right in the camera right now, I'm thinking, yeah, that's pretty white. Oh well, nothing to do about it. It's supposed to be wisdom, right? That's what they say. Sharp Spoon, hey man, appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining. Thank you, channel member. Craig, did I say hello to you yet, Craig? I don't know if I did. So Craig, welcome. Thank you for joining the live stream this evening. Just so everyone knows, the link is in the description. You can absolutely sign up for the giveaway. It's in the description. Go to the giveaway video. 0 Bytes 2000, man, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. All right. I making sure that was Regal has a mystery movie playing tonight, so I'm going to see that. $5. Hey, that's pretty good, man. Wonder what it is. You'll have to tell me. White beards are cool. Lonnie, hey, I appreciate that, man. Lonnie, you know, my wife doesn't hate it, so I guess that's the important thing, right? So at least I think so. All right, Danny. Yeah, that knife is crazy, by the way. I just want to let you know. I like it. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, obviously. So, hey, Renee Ramon, man, appreciate you being here. Crazy Road, appreciate you being here. Both of you guys, channel members, thank you so much for joining the live stream tonight. Yeah, definitely. We have the giveaway. The link is in the description. We haven't done it yet. We started late tonight, right? So it's a good time to join. Still can enter, still can get into it. If you don't know how to get in, we'll go through. Hey, no one listens to Eric. I heard you. I'm listening. Welcome. Appreciate you being here in the live stream. Thank you, channel member. Appreciate you. Gandalf look is in. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I could go for the Gandalf look, right? You shall not pass. Think about the what the heck is that monster in the troll in the halls of the trolls or whatever. Yeah, I'm nerding out here. I'm not in Lord of the Ring mode. That's when I have to turn on that part of the brain. That gets really nerdy. You turn that on and it doesn't stop. All right, Rawhead Speared, man. Hey, appreciate you being here. Rawhead Speared, thank you. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you, channel member. Yeah, I'd see that again, but it's an unreleased movie. Oh, okay. All right. I love those little spider codes. Yeah, So let's go back to the desktop just because, you know, I like them. So we talked a little bit about these guys. Those are fun knives. Of course, I've been enjoying these guys right here a lot. And of course, I've been really enjoying this. I tell you, if you got a chance to get a Jetstream and you didn't put Skiffs in there, I'm telling you, man, this knife it feels really premium with the Skiffs in there. And I'm glad I got the plain one. I know everyone got the different colored ones. I got the plain one. I think he was down to 3. They're probably all gone now. But man, you could anodize this if you wanted to, but it's so smooth with Skiffs. It feels way more, it feels better and like a higher price knife than what I paid for it. Let's just put it that way. So I think that's really cool. The Arma is Latin for weapon. I believe it, man. This Arma, it's half a pound. It's over 8 ounces. I think it's like 8.6 ounces. I'm going to be dropping the unboxing for this. This thing is massive. It's massive. And I always said, if I was going to do an overbuilt knife, it would be something like this. And I love, love, love this aesthetic of an overbuilt knife. Some of the other ones, they're really over the top. Not quite my cup of tea. But this thing right here, yeah. Megaron's got something that's pretty cool. So, Danny might get me convinced to go there. And of course, I did a little PM3 stuff this week. You probably saw that. I was super excited about that. And I'm back to the old scales for this one, but I did something to this one if you didn't know. I dremeled all the edges around here, completely rounded this. I was going to do that at first, but then I wanted to get a Maximate steel for this knife. And so this is Maximate, which is, from what I understand, and some of you guys were on here before, we were talking about it, there's not a lot of lateral strength, but it retains its edge like S110V. Maybe even better so, and really pretty phenomenal. So and then I also got the lanyard plug. Now, I know some of you guys love your lanyards, but I love this plug. I think that's just a beautiful, nice, this is KP Custom. I got it out of Knife Center. No, Knife, what was the name of that store? Knife Plus, I think it was. Yeah, nice little touch. I think that kind of gives it a nice touch. And man, that blade steel. And by the way, I don't know what they did to this one, but the action on this, it's dead in there. It's no blade play, and the action's just super smooth on this one. I mean, I don't know if it's just beautifully centered because of the steel and everything, but wow. And it came in just dead nut centered. So I love that. Didn't have to do hardly anything. And then of course, got the old Arctic Storm fat carbon scales back. But man, rounding those corners on here all around, especially when you choke up in this position, the little key areas, it makes it so comfortable. I mean, I like Rip's Garage technology. These are RGT scales, but they were just chamfered, and they were pretty harshly chamfered, 45 degree sharp, no roundedness. And I like the scales, but I mean, just making these rounded makes it feel really nice. And so I got to tell you, now I really, 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 really want to get like Magna Cut or S90V. I want to get another steel from Spyderco. If I can get a Magna Cut Para 2, I might put that Para 2, the Magna Cut, into these scales, and then I might get my old Arctic Storm scales and I might mod those again. I might go a little more aggressive on the roundedness. Might try to see if I can put a little style into it. Feel like, why not? But I've been really wanting to try to get one of those Magna Cut ones. So I think that would be a lot of fun if I could do that. I'm enjoying doing that a lot. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't done that, modding your knives and just checking out the different steels, here I am. I said I'd never have more than one knife. I have 3 Para 3s. Can you believe that? And I might even consider a second paramilitary too. That's crazy. I got, 3 80-20.5s? That's just nuts. But, they're so radically different in my mind. I think they're awesome. I'm cool with it. I don't know about you. All right, so I chatted away here, probably missed a lot of people saying hello, because you know me, I get stuck on knives and I could talk to a wall about knives. I'm pretty sure about that. And I would probably talk to the wall and respond it, you'd either give up or collapse, right? So who knows? So Crazy Roach Man, appreciate you being here. Renee, appreciate you being here. I know I already said hello to you guys, but I just wanted to make sure you knew that. Let's see here. Just finished the Better Call Saul. Oh, that's an interesting show, isn't it? Better Call Saul. That's just, it's not what I expected when I first saw that. And I think that's what makes it interesting. I like shows that have a twist like that. Because you just don't expect it. That's the best way I can describe it. At least for me, that's the impression I got. So now I haven't seen a whole bunch of the episodes, so maybe after a while you do expect it, and it's totally normal. But the ones I watched, I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, so let's see here. I love those little spider coats. Yeah, they are nice. They are nice. And I got to tell you, I've been carrying these. Like I was breaking down a whole bunch of boxes with S45 VN blade steel. And I got to tell you, this is a really nice knife. And before it was so sharp and it was not always as comfortable, but it's amazing how when you round corners. All right, so people always wonder, why are knives sometimes more expensive? Why are some knives cost more? And, chamfering is really relatively inexpensive to do compared to rounding the corners, because rounding the corners requires more milling time, more precision, better tooling for that. And I can tell you, doing this, if you saw my video on this, I sped that up quite a bit and I got pretty dirty at doing it, but it took a bit of time, and this is all done by hand. Now, if you had a fancy machine, I'm sure you could do it a lot faster, but I enjoy doing it just for fun, kind of like whittling, I guess, but whittling with knives. Yes, you always whittle with knives. I get it. But whittling on knives, not whittling with knives, I guess, is more the twist to that. All right, that's a Bob Ross moment there. I know. I totally went there. It's a happy moment. Very happy knife. Anyways, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I thought it was a lot of fun. And I think I'm going to probably order another one of those plugs. But I might go for a different color. I might go for an anodization that can match the Arctic Storm. And I got to tell you, I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can focus in on this. When I rounded the corners here in the sun, this actually pops out. The layers of the fat carbon actually pops out because you get little bits of that carbon fiber, the reflective part. It's kind of cool. It was a nice surprise. And I get why sometimes some of the rounded fat carbon scales are more expensive. And I get why knives with rounded corners are more expensive. It's costs more for sure. All right. Arma is Latin for weapon. Arma is Latin for weapon. I like that. Hey, B Shady 22, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream tonight. Make sure I say hello to everybody. Did I say hello to you, Bravo 22? I don't know if I did, but if I didn't, hello, welcome. Appreciate you, channel member. I wanted to make sure I did. What's everyone have in their pockets tonight? So I will tell you, I was carrying my 9 today. That's what I was carrying today, my 9. Just felt like a 9 kind of day. I really, really want to get that new Racine, whatever it's called. I want to get that one. It's kind of like the 9 meets the Drift. Man, that looks so good. I really want to get that when it comes out. I'm looking forward to that one. I really am. But I like the 9 a lot, and I like the Drift a lot. These are 2 beautiful, beautiful knives. And if you didn't put skiffs on this yet, does it need skiffs? No. But let me tell you, when you put skiffs on this thing, it went from crazy smooth to like buttery, custom feeling good smooth, right? And until you've had a knife that has that unbelievably smooth action, you can't quite appreciate it. But once you get a knife like that, man, you get addicted. You really do. And you know what started my addiction for that? It was the Quiet Carry IQ. I had the little one. And I ended up not carrying it because it was so small for my big meaty fingers. And at the time, I ended up selling it because somebody was really looking for it. It was a hot demand kind of knife, and I wanted something else. And so I sold it, and I wasn't carrying it because it was too small. I'm glad I got the large IQ. But I will tell you, that action on that knife was what started. I knew you could have amazing action in a knife. And IQ kind of started it for me. And then, of course, I got in the skiffs. So there you go. All right, so let me see. Who else did I not say hello to? Josh S. Hey, Josh S., appreciate being here in the live stream. Thank you for joining this evening. Acid Test Kids, man. Hey, appreciate you being here tonight on the live stream. Thank you for joining. David Helka, appreciate you being here tonight on the live stream. Thank you for joining. Just all you new guys, if you didn't know, the giveaway link is in the description. If you haven't entered yet, please go to the description, enter. I'll go through it here in a second. If you've never done it before, it's super easy. My only recommendation is when you click on the link, go to the giveaway video. You have to go to the video. If you would, please, if you wouldn't mind, I would greatly appreciate it. Like the video. I would appreciate like this live stream. I'd appreciate that too. But when you go there, leave a PG comment. One entry per person, but I would ask PG comment just so you get a chance to enter. YouTube has the weird filters. I don't want you to not get a chance to win because YouTube said, hey, this is not a comment we're going to allow. So if you if you do leave a comment, just make sure it's PG. All right. Say whatever you want. I mean, I don't care. Leave as many comments as you want. I will filter out duplicates just so you know. It's not going to give you extra entries. I don't care if you want to leave extra. That's fine with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. But it is 1 entry per person. So, all right. Let me make sure I said hello to everybody here. All right, Todd saying hello. ATK, yeah. All right. Yeah. Making sure I'm saying, did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Splitting Slices. Hey, man, welcome. Appreciate being here on the live stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you, channel member. All right. Saying hello. All right. Ejecto Cheeto Cuz. Cheeto Bandito. I love it. Hey, welcome, channel member. Appreciate you, Cheeto. Thanks for joining. And thank you for the entertainment. It's like a weekly entertainment seeing that name pop up. I really do appreciate that. It's definitely worth it. I know that probably puts a little pressure on you, but I don't want you to ever feel pressure, but I do appreciate it, and it's always fun to watch. So that's fun. All right. Crazy Roach, how are you doing? Hopefully everything's going well for you. Bravo 22 and the Rook 801. Oh, so Be Shady. All right, got to Be Shady. We got, what else? They're asking, what's everyone carrying? So we got, I'm seeing what everybody's carrying. I was trying to catch up here. Sharp Spoon, yeah. Hey, back at you. I think I missed it. I probably totally missed it, didn't I? Yeah, I totally missed it talking away. Pedro Armstrong, howdy. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Let me go back. So we got a Rook 801. That's one. Okay. All right. I'm assuming Crazy Road is the Be Shady. That's a knife, right? I know that's, I should know. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm going to have to look it up. Help me out here if I totally missed it. So Dang Ross, hey man, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. I don't think I said hello yet. So welcome, channel member, man. Thank you. So we got a Kaiser Miltau. Okay, today it's a guillotine right now out of the box. Crazy. What size skiffs for the Jetstream? Oh, it was in my video. I'll have to look it up, but we can find that out. It is also on the, you know what? I'll show you. Because guess what? I work with Steve Skiff as a partner. I let him know about new skiffs, new washers that fit different knives, right? So I usually have a pretty good inventory of knives on hand, and I'm opening up my browser right now. Come on, browser. It's a little slow tonight. I don't know why. All right, so hopefully it doesn't mean the video is going to get all weird and slow. So let's do this. All right, there we go. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to knife mods and we're going to go to skiffs. So this is, if you ever have a question, there's this right here, bearing compatibility. You see this link right up here? This is the spreadsheet that he keeps up, and he did update it, and I did give him the measurements. I don't remember off the top of my head. So I go here sometimes because I'm working on, he and I are working on maybe a little kind of a spreadsheet that we can, modify this. He gets his site, but I had an idea, about how I could update it and maybe others could use it to update it. So anyways, but it's all up to Steve, however he wants to do it. So let's see here. Tempest knives. Where are we? Jetstream. It takes the 5mm 1/16 11 ball. So it's this one right here, and I will put it into the, to the chat. So there we go. If you want to see what skiffs the Jetstream takes, that's the one. Go check it out there. All right. All right, just dust cropping the house. Oh my goodness, Cheeto. 55 likes and 100 in the chat, man. Well, I appreciate you guys all being here tonight. That's awesome. We'll get to that giveaway shortly. We did start late. For anybody who's joining, wondering, man, they haven't done the giveaway. No, we're going to probably do it closer to 9 because I started late. I had a soccer game. Work was crazy, and I didn't want to make this a crazy start of a live stream. And I see that somebody did something really, really crazy. So let me go scroll down there. Brandon Goad, hey, my Spyderco PM3 lightweight lives in my pocket these days, and my Magnafold fidget. I got to check it out, what the Magnafold fidget. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that one of like the little fidget kind of things that you can get like from Urban EDC and other places? That's cool. That's very cool. All right. All right, so let me make sure, where'd it go? Where did the, all right, there we go. Just Nate gifted 5 Nerdy Knives memberships, man. Thank you, Just Nate. That deserves a salute. So 5, I can do the button, or man, 5 gift, that's huge. I will be more than happy to do the live Scottish throat pipes for you. You tell me, Just Nate, what would you like? But I will salute you either way. But I will give you that option of what you would like to see. So let me know, Just Nate, would you like the live performance, or is the button okay for you tonight? I mean, I did start late for an hour, so I don't have to talk for an extra whole hour. So, I could do it. We want acoustic. All right. Is that cool with you, Just Nate? So here you go. All right, here we go. Just Nate, this is in honor of you for the gifted 5 memberships, and I'll celebrate all the new members in a second here. So let me zoom in on me. We got to do the full frame of me thing. So just if you don't know the story, college. This is where I learned this in college. Drinking beverages that you probably didn't help your studies. So let's just leave it at that. Here we go. And it always sounds better if you're drinking beverages that don't help your studies. So here we go. That's what I record on the button, if you didn't know. Because one night I had to do that a whole lot. By the end of the night, I could barely talk. But for special things like that, I absolutely want to celebrate that, and I want to appreciate that. Ordered a few skiffs the other day and finally got to Australia, and I ordered steel bearings. Hey, Josh Worth, did you get a chance to use the RNK 10 code? If you didn't, you could have gotten 10% off, just so you know. If you ordered the Skiff washers, use RNK 10, you get 10% off of those washers when you ordered them. And that's true for everybody else. If you didn't know that, I actually have an affiliate link now, and I actually have an affiliate program directly with Skiff. So, it saves you money, and it does help the channel. So here's the thing. You can save money when you buy your skiffs, and you help the channel. So we both win, and I appreciate you guys if you'd like to do that. So thank you. All right, so we got Doom here. Is that Bearded Doom that joined? Did I not say hello to Bearded Doom? Hold on. I must have missed it. All right. Well, let me go back real quick. I want to celebrate those 5 new members. So let me do that real quick, and we'll catch up here. So first, Marco. Hey, Marco. All right. Back with the channel membership. I appreciate you. So let me salute you. All right. And then we got NFK20. All right. Back as a channel member. NFK20. Appreciate you and salute you. And then we got Todd Carr was gifted a membership. Man, appreciate you. Thank you from Just Nate. So Todd Carr, let me salute you and welcome you to the Rob's Nerdy Knives members. All right, and then we got Tactical Terry 79. Appreciate you being a channel member as well. Let me salute you as well. A gift just from Just Nate as well. So thank you. Thank you to every one of you guys. I appreciate it. And one more just for Just Nate for the membership again. Yeah, I do try to do a little, kind of a little beat there for at least every one of those. If there's a lot of gifted memberships, I don't know if I'll try and keep my breath going, but we'll see. All right. So I carried my Forever Steel, the Hydralist, Beard of Doom. All right. And the Louty Spinner Scepter and my Archangel Coin. That Archangel Coin sounds cool, Beard. I appreciate that one. Yeah. And then the Forever Steel. I'm going to have to take a look at that one. That's crazy. That sounds awesome. All right. What else do we got here? All right. So I caught up. Watch Angelo. Watch City Knives. All right. So Watch City Knives. Is that somebody that I missed? Okay. I don't know. If I missed you, I'm sorry. See Josh Worth. Okay. Everyone's saying hello. Rob 10 ring, best scales for the Para 3 lightweight. Well, I will tell you, I don't know. I haven't used them. I don't know, but everybody has told me, and all the reviews and everybody who has them loves them. The AWT, Applied Weapons Technology. I think they do make lightweight Para 3 scales. I have heard good things. I think Rip's Garage Technology makes some too. I believe they do. I don't think Titanium does, but I would kind of lean toward those two first. That would be what I've heard very good things about. But Applied Weapons Technology seems for the lightweight Para 3 scales, they get a lot of good praise. So they are aluminum. I do think they make some micarta ones too, if I'm not mistaken. I think there are some micarta ones, if I recall when I went to their website. We can look here in a little bit, but those are good too. So the Magnafold are wooden magnet knives. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've heard of those. Those are amazing. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Very, very cool. All right. Okay, you ordered your skiffs. Let's see, what did it say? Oh, it jumped. Just jumped. All right. I missed your comment. It just jumped right past it. So sorry. Have you ever shortened a coil ring on a knife? A coil spring. I have the CGRB Pyrite that has too much spring power and it messes the action. Thoughts? Now, is that on a button lock you're talking about? So the spring on a button lock, right? Because there's a spring that you use on a Manix 2. You can use a spring on a ram lock. There's a spring on, what's the other one? There's another one that has a spring. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm assuming it's a button lock. I have. Now, what I would try first, personally, is I would do a compression, right? I would press it down, and you can do a measurement of your length. Press it down and do a first a press. Don't go all the way and see if that changes the length of it. Then after that, maybe press a little bit harder. After that, maybe press it and hold it for a few seconds. Because what happens is the metal is malleable. And even though it's a spring, after a while, when you compress, some of that tension, the molecular structure, it does bend, right? And so there's malleability in the steel, and it will bend. Now, springs are made to retain their structure way better than other steels, right? And so they're supposed to spring back, but you can still overcome that with too much tension, right? So you could change that. I would do that first before you cut into the spring, because once you cut it, there's kind of no going back. That's my first recommendation. But I have done that. Yes, I have. I've done it both ways, where I stretched it out and I compressed it. So I've done both. All right, so the other question here is, I ordered the Richard Rogers. Oh, you got the X-Mid. There's only one YouTube video from Lefty. Are these knives good? It seems, I was so close to ordering that. I just didn't have $300 cash to spend on it right now. I got to get my roof replaced. So I've cutting back on a lot of funds, and that's important. I got to get the roof replaced, and I got Blade Show coming up. So I got to be rethinking about that, but I was so close to ordering it. Be Devious, I hope, hey, by the way, Be Devious, I don't think I welcomed you. Thank you for joining the live stream. I would love to hear what you think about that knife. It sounds amazing. I really was tempted. But it just, yeah. The new Arno Bernard Imamba is so awesome. It's awesomeness. They really perfected it over the years. That's what I've heard, Pizza Lover Forever. I had the original Imamba. It was the cage bearings, the free cage bearings. It was like a track in the blade itself. And they now have Skiffs, and then they put the fuller hole in there, and the D10 is a little crispier. I like all of that. That sounds really phenomenal. Yeah, I'm very tempted. I would love to replace that at some point. I know I really enjoyed that knife a lot. All right, so yeah, Paul Midnight, AWT, absolutely. Chef Rocky, man, appreciate you being here. Thank you, channel member. Thanks for joining the live stream tonight. Hey, for everybody, we got a bunch of people here. Just remember, enter the giveaway. It's in the description. We're getting close to about to draw, okay? So if you haven't entered yet, I'll go through that here in just a second. When I grow up, I can only hope to have straight pocket bangers like Beards of Doom does every day. Yeah, that's awesome. Beard's awesome. So, all right, sup suckas. I appreciate you, Chef, man. All right. Oh, it jumped again on me. Back to 100 Live. Man, I appreciate 100 being here tonight. That's a lot of fun. Yeah. Fred the Bartender. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you taking the time to answer the question for me. Hey, no problem, Fred the Bartender, man. Thanks for joining the live stream, by the way. I don't think I've welcomed you, so thank you. Anytime. Buds 101. What's up, man? Appreciate you being here in the live stream. Thank you for joining. Roof costs ain't no joke. Mine was over 10K. Yeah, mine's 10,900 minimally. So that's what it's going to cost. That's what I got to come up with. So you can imagine I had to cut back on some things, right? Anyone ever put Skiffs on a ZTO 560 or 561? I was going to do the 560 because I had the 560 carbon fiber version of that one. There's a titanium, I believe. I believe that's the same one, right? The ZTO 560. That's the Rick Hinder design, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I mixing that up? If I am, let me know. But yeah, that's definitely. I think those fit. I'd have to go look. I think there's some that fit for that. We'd have to go look. You know what we can do? Let's just do that real quick. Me and you willing to look at looking at the Skiffs and everything. So let's go look at that. So let's go back to the compatibility. So ZT, whoops, went too far. There's the 460. I don't see the 560 on here. Yeah, I don't see the 560 on here. I know it's the those I don't know, the ones that that they use, ZT uses. It's the little plastic ones, kind of blue or whatever, but I don't see them on here. It's the 0560. I don't know. I know some other places have carried them. I think like Taco Bearings or something like that. But yeah, I don't think Blade, Skiff made blades or Skiff Workshop, they have any for that one. Yeah, if you want to use Skiffs, you get 10% off, by the way. And it does help the channel. I'm an affiliate now, so it actually helps the channel too if you use the link. So here's the thing. You help the channel by saving yourself 10%. I don't know, it feels like a pretty good deal. I'm appreciative of it if you would like to save 10% and help the channel. But I'd also would love for you to save 10% and then help the channel. So there you go. Where's the best place to get exotic scales? I have some fixed blades before long. So you can check with certain guys will make custom scales for you. Metin Boss does a lot. He's USA. He does his own stuff. I have a Metin Boss scale on my Rick Hinder XM18. Beautiful work of frag pattern titanium. But he's done stuff for the Pair 3, the Paramilitary 2, the Smock, the Shaman. He does some pretty crazy stuff. He'll do Timascus. He'll do zirconium. I mean, just pretty cool stuff. You might check with him, but there's others out there. I know. I don't know them all. You could check the knife modders. They either can make the scales for you or they can find someone who can get the scales for you. So that's some places if you're looking for the real exotic, you know, that's kind of probably out of my range, but you know, you can buy scales for $300, $400, $500, $800, $1,000, depends on what you want to do, right? So, let me see. I'm catching up here. Oh, it just dropped right through. And if I missed anybody here, anyone looking for a Benchmade Mini Loco? No, I've not heard of that one. I did find a Benchmade. It's going to be one of the giveaway knives. I did find a Benchmade at my local knife store that was a mini barrage. No, a mini Griptilian. Now it's a pink one. I think it's a great knife for a wife or something like that. I think it's, or if you like pink. But it's a cool little knife. It's a mini Griptilian. It wasn't centered. I centered it pretty well. It is struggling centering. I can tell you it's been a hard work on centering that knife. But I got it a whole lot better. And I did clean the phosphor bronze washers. The action is really great. I will probably show it to you if you guys are interested. But that's pretty cool. That's going to be a giveaway knife for sure. I found that at a local knife store, speaking of that. And they had one of the, you know, the old gold series, that little, I forget what it's called. I'm gonna have to look at it. I can't remember. But they have some old gold series knives that haven't been around for like 3-4 years. I was really surprised. You can find some crazy stuff there. All right. I missed somebody who just said hello. Did I? Nope. All right. Okay, Double D10. Hey, Double D10. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Pretty fly for a knife guy. I like that name. I do like that name. Every time I see it, it kind of has a rhythmic rhyme to it. Just like Beard of Doom. Beard of Doom is like, you know, very awing. It's kind of like you feel like Darth Vader. Beard of Doom. You know, it's like you feel like you should have your own little soundbite come with it every time we say your name. It should be like a little soundbite in the background, like Darth Vader or something. Not necessarily Darth Vader, but you know what I mean. Something very inspiring. And then Pretty Fly for a knife guy just seems like a happy name. Happy name. I like that. So I know I'm commentating on your name. You probably could care less, but I get it. I enjoy them. So if you, hopefully you picked them because you thought they were cool. I agree with you. I think they're cool. So Knife's Edge. Hey, I don't think I said hello to you yet. What's up? Yeah, Knife's Edge. Appreciate you joining the live stream. Thank you, channel member. Bubblegum Griptilian is cool. Yeah, the bubblegum. That, you know, that's what it looks like. Yeah, you're right. Bubblegum Griptilian. I didn't even think about that. It is a light pink, but yeah, you can call it bubblegum. That's absolutely true. Nice touchdown, Michigan. Ooh, getting it close. Did they tie it up, I assume? Found scaled material at a local hardware store, just burlap micarta and a couple different variations of G10, but still cool to see them carrying it. That's cool, Todd Carr, man. That's awesome. Josh Branson had a guy almost get me on a clone game Bradley. Oh, I'm telling you, it was so good. Would have any knife guy a run for his money. I'm calling it out as a clone. All right, yeah, definitely. I don't like clones. I mean, you want to buy a clone, help yourself, but just realize you're not going to be able to sell a clone for anything that you hope to get. And if you sell a clone deceptively, not cool, not cool. I get it if you, let's say, you know, God forbid somebody passes away in your family and inherit these knives, and in that collection there happens to be a clone that someone bought at some point and you think it's a real thing. okay, I can cut some slack there, right? But if you know it's a clone, not cool. Now, if you own clones because you like them, cool, absolutely cool, totally cool. It's your money. You do what you want. I would recommend maybe get the real thing, because after you buy 10 clones, you could probably buy the real thing. And ultimately, when people buy clones, they're really wanting the real thing. And I get there's exceptions, right? Sometimes you just can't. I get it. I understand. I'm not saying there's no exception, but what I'm saying is that ultimately we really want the real thing, and sooner or later that's where we're heading toward, anyways, right? So, all right. It does work the way in my head. Deep booming beard of doom. Yeah, I like that. All the girl says he's pretty fly for a knife guy. There you go. Yeah. Currently writing a CNC program for Lexon scales for my cousin's Mannix lightweight. Oh, that's cool, Bravo, too, man. That is cool. Now, I've heard good things about Lexon scales. And now I've heard, okay, so I've talked to a few scale manufacturers. You know, I'm an affiliate, and I have an affiliate program with Original Goat. I do recommend them. You use RNK, the code at Original Goat, you get saved 15%, not 5%, not 10%, 15%, by the way. So if you go to Original Goat, definitely worth checking out. Save yourself 15%. Use my affiliate link. Pretty excited about that. Several people have actually bought some scales recently, and I appreciate you guys buying them. It's cool to see that out there. I can recommend them wholeheartedly. I love my Original Goat titanium ones. Here, we should probably jump back to the table. I don't have that set up. Oh, there we go. So Original Goat is a good one. RG Custom Works, unfortunately, he's not taking any, his books are closed right now, but definitely would like to, if I cannot recommend this guy enough. His stuff is outstanding. Rips Garage Technology, love that stuff. It's a good scale for a good price. And then you can step it up a little bit. You can get the Rockscale Design scales. Those are really, really nice. I enjoy those. As you can see, I have them on at least 4 knives here. Oh yeah, I have another Rips Garage Technology on the Shaman too. So all good ones. I have one clone, and it's a knife I will probably never own, which is the Shiro Custom Division F3 made by Grantham. Okay, it's one of the most well-made knives I own. It's a shame, really. Well, I mean, if they're gonna clone it, I guess at least they should try to do something. There you go, right? All right, man. There's so many people trying to sell clones here in Japan. It's usually easier to tell the packaging is fake than the knife. Yeah, I can totally see that, Zen EDC. I absolutely can see that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, we're right at 9:05. So I know a lot of you guys are here for the giveaway. Some of you are here just for, the live stream, and I appreciate that too. So hey, Al, Drink Water, man, appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thank you, channel member. I don't think I said hello to you yet. But we're going to go ahead and do that Beaver Baron. It's crazy how good they are nowadays. I can't believe they can make them so cheap and great quality. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I tell you, when I was over in Shenzhen on a business trip years ago, you could buy Beats headphones. There was 3 levels of clones over there. You had what was called like the $20 clone, the $50 clone, the $35 clone, and then there was the $50, $60 clone. The 20, 10, 15, $20 clone, it looked like it, but you could tell as soon as you held it, it was kind of cheap, and it would last maybe about a month. You had the $35 clone, it would last a few months, and you got the $60 clone. It looked like the real thing, like it was a defect or something. Let's just say, yeah, that's the kind of stuff they have over there. So I don't know. All right, BEDC, did I see BEDC jump in here? So if I did, let me say hello, BEDC. Hey, appreciate being here, channel member. Thanks for joining the live stream. All right. We're just clones, sir. We're meant to be expendable. I think sometimes there are people who think that, and who, yeah, it blows me away how people can not value life. I don't understand that. My faith just makes me value everybody, even people I might not want to value, but they still have value, right? And that's the thing. As soon as you can devalue something, you can justify certain behavior, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous. And to me, that's, everybody has value. Even if I disagree with them, even if I strongly disagree with them, they still have value before, for me, before God. My faith tells me that everyone has value. So that's important. So I will just tell you, that's where I stand. and you're welcome to disagree with me. It doesn't shake how I believe, right? I'm pretty confident where I stand in my faith. But I will tell you, it does make me appreciate everyone around and value them and honor them, right? Because they are all worth that. And if nothing else, I think it's just decent and respectful. So there you go. All right. Greg Vanderlip. Hey, man, appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thank you, channel member. I'm about 3 drinks in, so let's do this. Blade Walker. All right, sir. All right. Let's go. Let's go to the web search, and we're going to go to the YouTube right here. So to the YouTube. We're going to go to YouTube, to the YouTube, like to the Walmart, right? That's kind of a little crazy there. All right, so let's go here. Go to the live stream. Watch the video. Make sure the audio's off. Yep. All right. So appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm going to tell every one of you, I thank you for watching those because it does help the channel. If you get a chance, please hit that like button. I love the little animated graphics there. It does help the algorithm. It really does. Believe it or not, it does, and I appreciate you doing that. All right. So once you watch that, you're gonna no thanks right now. This is the description. All right. So you can click here for more. All these cool links. These are all these affiliate programs I have. I tried to make it look a little easier to read and watch. I shared this with my wife and some friends. They all said this was much easier to view. So hopefully you find that a little more helpful. I am an affiliate with Polish Custom Knives, with Rife Knives, awesome fixed blade maker. Might be something coming in this week from them. Who knows? I have with Kaiser, Artisan Cutlery, Wee Knives, Wastede, and the James brand. I was very tempted to buy one of those. I still haven't done it, but hey, I can be an affiliate and recommend if you're ever interested in any of those things, consider using one of the affiliate links. Blade HQ, GP Knives, those are all great ones. White Mountain Knives, you get 10% off. Skiff, you get 10% off. Original Goat, you get 15% off. And Knafsale, that's an affiliate link as well. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm pitching it. I know. And if you want to be a member, this is how you become a member. So here's the giveaway. This is the link right here. You want to click on the link. Once you click on that link, it's going to open up the giveaway video. It'll probably play an ad. It may not. This is the giveaway video. I'm going to show you what's in there. I will go over the video here in just a second. The giveaway, and then we'll demonstrate this. But I want everybody to join. This is where you get in. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down here to the description. So far, we've got 104 comments. We got 114 in the live stream. So we've got 10 people who haven't had a chance to enter yet. If you haven't entered, feel free to enter for someone else if you want to. If you're somewhere where maybe you can't get the knife shipped to you, you don't have a proxy to ship to, or maybe, the giveaway is not your cup of tea and you want to, play for someone else, I am absolutely cool with doing that. All right. Just ask the person that you're playing proxy for that they still contact me, right? And verify who they are. But so I'm cool with that. So just leave a comment, 1 entry per person. I will filter out duplicates, make sure it's PG so YouTube doesn't filter out your comments. They will filter them out. When I do the comment picker, it could filter you out. That's it. The rules are you got to be 18. You got to have a USA shippable address that I can ship a USPS, box to. And then when you contact me and you reach out to me, you're admitting, if you're the winner, you're agreeing to that you're adhering to your state and local knife laws. And then you got to go through a verification. Anybody who's won on here, there's a bunch of people that's won in here. You can ask them. It's super easy to go through. I'm going to do this with everybody as the channel's grown. It used to be maybe 20, 30 people entered the giveaways. Now we're over 100, and that's kind of cool. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. And I try to make the giveaways worthwhile. I really do. I want it to be something that is cool, right? Something you would want to carry or maybe give as a gift or something. So, all right, everybody good on the on how to enter? Anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, let me know. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you what I have another comment. I have this comment picker. This is the app that I use, and I'm going to put in the link, and then we're going to pick a comment from here. So before we do that, let me show you what it is up and close. All right. So I want to do that real quick. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. All right, we'll put this over here. Oh, I don't want it to fall. Oh, don't fall. There we go. Okay. All right, so I got this exclusive patch. This is a brand new patch from Wii. It is a Velcro patch. I actually got it with my Oh my gosh, my brain just brain farted. I forgot what knife this is. Starts with an M. It'll come to me in a second. And one of you guys will probably post it in there. Cool patch. I like that. I got some new stickers too, by the way. I got this at Christmas. It's a new round sticker. I also got these cool little itty bitty stickers and little vinyl stickers as well. I still have a few of the exclusive first time stickers that were made for me. These are going to be collectors. There's not going to be many of these left, but every once in a while, I like to throw one of those in. It's actually a car decal. If you wanted to put it on your car, you could. I have one in my car because it's the channel, right? So you may not want to, but it's cool. And then the original sticker right here. And then obviously, I use Zuck Monster, so I got some stickers there. I got a little QSP sticker. I got a Wii knife sticker, a DLT trading sticker, and this knife micro cloth fiber. Forget which knife this came with. It was a nicer knife, but it's a nice micro cloth cleaner. Great for your knife to keep it safe and stuff and to wipe things down with. I thought, it would be something enjoyable. And this time it's a Spyderco. And if you didn't know, it is a ladybug. Now, it's a cool little ladybug. I know it seems small. It is USA made. So, you get the sticker. It's got a special steel. What makes this really nice, it's like a teal, I think it is, what they call this. Can do a slow roll on this. It's S30V blade steel. And man, they do a great job of the heat treat, and it's crazy sharp. So if you needed something that was a nice little box cutter, like it works, see how it works really well in 3 fingers. So if you're cutting boxes, envelopes, this is a great little knife to have in a bag, a briefcase or something, and I can actually get it to, I don't know if you saw that. I actually got it to drop. Yeah, it was dropping for me here in just a second. Hold on, let's do this. I swear I had it dropping. It was dropping for me. Well, anyways, you'll break it in. I haven't used this, so obviously it's not broken in yet, but I thought it was kind of cool that you could get it to drop already. Yeah, see that? So, but it's nice. It seems small, but it's a very good small knife. This is not a cheap knife, all right? This is a little $50, $60 knife. It doesn't seem like, why would a knife that small be cheap? It's got good blade steel. I mean, it's an FRN, it's a backlock, so it's going to be nice and secure. And it's a beautiful slicer, and it's just a nice little tool. It could be a keychain knife as well if you wanted it to be. It could be a gift knife. It could be something for your briefcase. It could be something for your bag. If you needed something, gym shorts or something like that, your suitcase, or something at your desk to to open up. Well, I'll leave this out. I don't know why I'm putting this away. Let me leave this out. Something that you can open up your letters and boxes and stuff. I think it's pretty darn cool. So let me open that up. And that is a full Spyderco, and here's some of the stickers. We'll kind of include that. So that's the giveaway tonight. All right. So I am saving some good ones for the 4K giveaway. I will be honest with you. I am saving some big ones for the 4K coming up. We are approaching that. We're less than, what are we at? 200, 300, somewhere around there. Oh, we're at 320, about 320 subscribers away. This will be a little over a month, depending on how it goes, right? If it slows down a little bit, it may take a little longer. If it speeds up, it may be faster. Over Christmas time, that would have been less than a month. So we'll see. Maybe as we approach, it gets a little crazy. But I've got some good ones. So I'm excited about that. We are doing the members giveaway next week. Next week will be the members and the regular giveaway. So I will probably drop a video this week for the members. You'll have a chance to enter that. What happens for the members, just for everybody. This giveaway and the next week's regular giveaway is for everybody. You do not have to be a member. I do the members giveaway just for anybody who's not a member. I want you to know this. I do the membership because I want to appreciate everyone who's become a member. There are people who explicitly wanted to become members as soon as I could do that. And I want to just say thank you. It's my way just to say thank you. It's a small thank you. I wish I could do something for everybody, but it's just my way to say thank you. It's not meant to tease you or bait you. If you don't want to be a member, please don't ever feel obligated, okay? But if you want to, I would love to have you. I have 3 different tiers. I'll give everybody who becomes a member, if you haven't gotten the sticker yet, I will contact me, email me, I'll mail you a sticker if you become a member. And like tonight, like the 5 people who joined, if you haven't gotten the sticker, email me. All right, that's the giveaway. Any questions about the giveaway? I thought it was cool. I got this around Christmas, and so it was a pretty good price for me, but it's, that allowed me to get a few extra giveaway things at a price where I normally would maybe only gotten 1 or 2. I could get 3 or 4. So I was pretty excited about that. You'll get me to 4K. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Knight's Edge, man. I appreciate you so much. You're awesome. All right. Member for 1 month. Hey, Cavity Search, man, I got to salute you. Thank you so much. Let me do a quick salute and we'll get ready to do the giveaway. So Cavity Search, Appreciate you for a member for 1 month. So here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you know what? I always do that. I try to do this. Sorry. Cavity search. I'll try to give you the full salute here. So full salute there. So appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Let's get back to the desk and the giveaway. All right. So any questions about the giveaway? Any questions about the knife, the content here? If you have anything, would you let me know? Oh, Ginger Fisher, member for 4 months. That's awesome. Thank you, Ginger Fisher, man. Okay, well, I will do a quick salute for that. I know, everybody, if you haven't signed up, sign up. There's 5 new people here. We don't have everyone signed in yet for the giveaway. So at least 5 people who haven't entered, please do go over there to the giveaway real quick if you haven't done it. So let me go back to the full frame of me, and I want to salute you for 4 months, Ginger Fisher. So I'm going to give you the awesome salute. And here we go. I'm going to catch my breath to do this. Ready? Salute you. I was starting to choke. I wasn't sure I was going to finish that. And normally that's not a problem, but I was like, I need a drink here. Excuse me. It was like, it wouldn't have been a problem, but all of a sudden, you know, it's like when you do that. Whew. Dang Ross, member for a month. All right. Let me salute you, Dang Ross. Man, appreciate you. So Dang Ross here. Thank you, Dang Ross. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right. Whew. Try to catch my breath and do that at the same time. That's going to be challenging. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump over to the giveaway. I think I got everybody. Did I miss anybody? Please tell me I didn't miss anybody. If I missed anybody, you got to tell me. No, I went back. I think I got everybody. All right. Oh, we got Rawhead Spear, member for a month. Let me salute you, Rawhead Spear. So thank you so much. You are a Nerdy Knives nut, man. Appreciate you, Nerdy Knives nut. Thank you very much, Rawhead Spear. Man, appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys, all the members out there. So next week, definitely the members giveaway, but let's do the giveaway that everybody here hopefully has entered. Everybody's entered, all right? I'm going to go back to the webpage, and anybody here that I haven't saluted, if you say something, I'll come back to you and we'll salute you as soon as we do the giveaway, because I know there's a whole bunch of people that are like, just do the giveaway. I know. All right, so here we are back at the desktop, web search, and there we are. Okay, so this is the giveaway video. I'm going to go back to the original video for everybody, so you know this is what it is. All right, so this is the original live stream right here. Let me just let it load. Yeah, so this is a live stream. You can see me. This is me in the background. And if you haven't done so, right here, you want to click on this little thing right here. This is the giveaway video, right? And then over here, this is the giveaway video. It's probably going to pop up a little ad. Appreciate you watching ads. Thank you so much. Mind of Milton, I'm going to come back to you, coming back to you. Because 6 months is a big one. So I'm going to come back to you. All right, so this is the giveaway. Say no thanks to YouTube membership. Probably should sign up for that. We've got 113 comments. We got 116 people here in the live stream. So 3 people haven't entered. If you're still wanting to enter, please do. This is the link right here. You go in here, you leave a comment. Make sure it's PG so YouTube doesn't filter you out. 1 entry per person, right? And that's really it. Once you do that, then I'm going to take this this stream, and I'm going to this link, and I'm going to put it into the comment picker. All right. So does anybody else need a little more time? I'm coming back to you, Ejecto Cheeto Cuz. I'm coming back to you for your 2 months toot. I'm absolutely doing that. A couple of you guys. All right. Well, I'm getting behind. So, all right. Anybody had not entered yet? I see a few people just left, so I'm assuming they jumped over there to enter, which is cool. I would like them to enter. So I am totally cool with that. Hopefully they just came back because the number went down and then went up. So they hopefully just entered. So if I refresh, let's see, that number should probably go up. Where are we at? We're 113 comments. Now we're still the same comments, so it hasn't refreshed yet. So if you haven't entered yet, just leave a comment. All right, so I gotta salute these guys. I'm way behind here. So let's do the Dang Ross. I think Ginger Fisher 4 months. We got Cavity Search. We got Ginger Fisher. We did. Okay, Dang Ross. I don't think I did Dang. Did I do Dang Ross? I don't think I did. So Dang Ross, Did I do Dang Ross yet? I don't think I did. Did I? I can't remember. Did I celebrate Dang Ross? Please tell me. All right. I'm gonna just see. This is the problem with waiting. Then you forget. All right. So come on. Where are you? There's Cavity Search. There is Ginger Fisher, and here's Dang Ross. So Dang Ross. Thank you for. And I didn't do it. Dang Ross. Thank you for a 1 month membership. I appreciate you very much. All right, so let me go down here, and we've got Rawhead Spear for 1 month. So thank you. And if I think I just doubled up, I'm sorry. All right, so here we go. Mind of Milton, 6 months. That's a big one. So Mind of Milton, you get the live, the acoustic version. Are you ready for it? This is for you. So that's for you. And hold on, I'm gonna catch my breath because I'm gonna do the kazoo for you. But you know what that means. Gotta catch my breath. Here we go, Mind of Milton. There we go. Six notes there on that one. So thank you, Mind of Milton. Appreciate your 6 months membership. All right, so. And then we got Ejecto Cheeto Cuz 2 months. Absolutely Ejecto Cheeto. We get 2 months toot. So thank you. And another. That's terrible. It's a little for the 2 months. I was trying to add on to that. It didn't work out. All right. So Tiny Toot LOL Greg Vanderlip. Yes, absolutely. Let me salute you as well. Greg Vanderlip, thank you for your 1 month membership. So let me salute you. And then, man, it just flew right by there. It flew right by there. All right, there we go. All right, so we got Paul I Might, member for 2 months. Nerdy Knife, dude. Yeah, that's about right, I guess. Technically, that's what I'm doing with the kazoo, right? So there we go. So for you, Paul I Might, here we go. So Paul, thank you for 2 months membership. All right. And we got Homer Felta 6 months. All right, here we go. Get too many of these tonight. I might have to, you hear me breaking up my voice. All right, Homer, this is for you. So real quick. Homer, thank you for 6 months membership. I appreciate you very much. Kazoo time. All right, so here we go. Gotta catch my breath. 6 months. All right, here we go. So Homer, thank you for 6 months. I appreciate it. Kazoo time for you, man. Thank you very much for 6 months of membership. Woo! All right, we did it. All right, so let's get back to the giveaway. We got 111. Let me refresh, see if we got more people who signed up. I'm gonna go back to that. All right, let's do that. Web and small me. What do we got? 115. So we got 2 more people who signed up. Awesome. All right. You're going to need to work on that cardio. Don't die on us. Well, the thing is, when you do the throat thing, it like stops your breathing because it's kind of like the karate chop when people would hit and you can't breathe. You can feel it. It's hard to keep going when you karate chop because it makes you want to stop breathing. It's really weird. If you haven't ever done it, and you try it. You can kind of feel what I'm talking about because it makes you want to stop breathing, and you're fighting to breathe through that. So it makes it that more challenging. And so because of that, then going to the kazoo, that's what's difficult because I'm doing that, trying to breathe, not breathing, and then going to that. And so it's kind of like talking nonstop without taking a breath. So you're having an asthma attack just watch. Ghost Malone EDC. Appreciate you being here in the live stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate the comment too. All right. Rob screwed when he starts getting Craig, I got to come up with something better, right? I got to get something fantastical at that point, right? So, yeah, 24 months. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to get like a giant kazoo, kind of like, I don't know. We'll have to figure something. It's a problem I'm happy to have. It really is. It's a problem I have no problem having. I'd love to have 12-month memberships, 24-month memberships. Love to deal with that one. So to me, totally cool. Hungry Bird, hey, appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining the live stream. All right, everybody join. All right, so we're good. So here's the giveaway video. I'm going to refresh this one more time. Let's see if we're 115. If you haven't entered, give you a few seconds to enter. We'll probably play an ad. Let's see, we've got 115 still. All right, so I'm going to get the link. This is the link to the giveaway. I got it copied. You see it ends with YT20H. So we're going to go to the random comment picker. I'm going to paste that in. And you see it's QYT20H. That is it. We're going to filter out duplicates. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to get the comments. Anybody need more time? Anybody need more time? This is the time to tell me, hey, give me a second. Let me go enter. Anybody need more time? This is the time to tell me. I'll give you 5 seconds. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's go ahead and get our comments. How many comments do we have? 115 tonight. Very, very cool, man. That's awesome. Super awesome. Appreciate you guys. Mind of Milton, you need a second? Need a air horn? Because that's a good idea, Ginger Fisher. That's a good idea. I'll see if there's something like that out there, or maybe we can invent something like that. That might be something fun to invent. All right, good idea. I'm gonna have to, let me write that down actually, because I like that so much. I want to be able to come back to it. Where's my pen? That's not my pen. There we are. Air horn kazoo. I have no idea what that's going to be like, but you know what? That's worth trying. That's worth exploring, right? So, all right. Instead of a NAF, I should send Rob a defibrillator or a can of O2, right? Some oxygen. All right. All right, guys. Good luck. Everybody in. Let me know. All right. So here we go for the winner. And I would do this every time. Come back next week. We'll have the big giveaway. Next week, it's going to be the members giveaway. If you're a member, video will be coming out sometime this week for you to enter. That's the video that you'll enter to get into the members giveaway. Please do that. Also, we're approaching 4K. I've got a few things I'm starting to put aside. I'm super excited about that. Looking like about a month away, a little more than a month away. We'll see how that goes. Do come back. Appreciate every one of you guys who are here tonight. And I know if you guys are gone, have a great evening. But here we go. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1, go. Ken's Knives. I love stickers. Nice giveaway, Rob. Hey, Ken Knives. Man, Ken's Knives. Are you here? Now, remember, you got to be here. So Ken's Knife, just pop in and say, hey, I am here. I am here. I'm sure you got to be here. I'm sure Ken's Knives got to be here. Congrats, Ken's. Come on, Ken's. Be here, be here. If you're eating dinner, put that food down quickly, run over to your phone or computer, whatever, and quickly say, I'm here, I'm here. If you're watching on maybe the TV, run over there real quick and just say, I'm here. Just spam it, whatever, that's fine. All right. I will probably in a second, I will usually do what I do is I give about 3 minutes. So if I don't see anything here in the next couple of seconds, I'm going to start the timer. Ken's Knives, are you here? I hope you're here. I do hope you're here. Ken's Knives, be here, please. Congrats, Ken. Ken's, are you here? I haven't seen it yet. Am I missing it? All right, so I'm going to start the timer just because, I do this to be fair, okay? And we'll start the timer, and if he shows up, then there we go. But we'll do 3 minutes from now. Ken's Knives, if you're here, if you're watching, you're trying to log in, if you're in a car, pull over on the side of the road, something. Get somebody to type it. Just even if all you can do is just random letters, whatever. Is Ken McClearly? Are you Ken's Knives? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Kenneth McClearly. You're Ken's Knives. Congratulations, man. Awesome. Awesome. Congrats. So Kenneth McClearly is Ken's Knives. I just checked that, by the way. I have a way to check it. I can look at his user and it shows me his user account is Ken's Knives. So that is the winner. Congratulations, Ken. Man, super, super awesome. All right. So if you didn't see this, this is the giveaway. I'm going to leave it up for one more time for you, Ken, and I'm going to give you my email address here in just 1 second, okay? So congratulations, Ken. Man, awesome, awesome. I love it. I love it when somebody's here. I know everybody might hope that He's not, so they could get a chance. I get it. I get it. I would love to give everybody a knife. I really would. The next best thing I can do is give a chance for everybody to win a knife. That's the best I can do. So hopefully that's something that, you guys, everyone gets a chance to win. I don't play any favorites. I use this random picker. I hope everyone gets a chance to win. So there we go. All right, so let me go back to the desktop and I'm going to give you the email address. All right, so let's do that. I have it up here on my wall. It's robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. All right, so it's robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. Please email me there, Kenneth. Kenneth, email me at robsnerdyknives@gmail.com, okay? I'm going to leave it up here for just a second, so if you come back to the live stream, you can get it. Worst case, Kenneth, just so you know, if you go to the website on a computer and you go to the channel, there's a link for email me. It's the same email address as this, okay? So if you can't find this or you have trouble, you can click on that link and that's the same email address. It'll come to me. But it's robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. No spaces, no underscores on the email address. It's just one big word, robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. Okay? So send me an email. What I need is your first and last name and your address. All right? And then you contacted me. You're going to give me your USA shipping address, right? And then I'm going to reply to you. It may not happen tonight, may happen tomorrow or day after. I've been really crazy busy at work. We had year-end financial close. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's another reason why we started late. But I'm going to reply to you. I'm going to ask you to verify yourself. I do this for everybody. Even people I know, I still ask them to verify because there are people who are new. And I want them to know I'm going to treat everybody exactly the same. That doesn't mean I don't give favorites, right? I treat everybody respectfully and fairly so everyone feels like I'm on the up and up. And that's really what I want to be. I want to be honorable and respectful and honest about that. So there you go. All right. Any questions? Paul, Rig, Rob is Ken. No, if I was Ken, you know what I would do? I would probably go buy. I had bought 2 of these. I would have bought 2 of these had I actually realized how nice of a little cool knife it is. I think I'd have had 2 of these. It's kind of a cool little knife, but I will be looking for one of these in the future when it goes on sale again, because these are kind of cool little knives. So, all right, I'm going to drop this off real quick. We're going to start talking knives. It's going to get nerdy in here. So if you guys want to talk knives, I mean, it's not nerdy. It's knives, right? You can call it nerdy and whatever. We call it nerdy knives because we like the details. We like all this kind of cool stuff. But you don't have to be super nerdy. You can just like knives and talk about, how it looks, the aesthetics and everything. That's perfectly fine too, right? Because sometimes some of that design is a ingenious mix of all those things all together. And that's what I love to see, all that come together like that. So I'm going to put a few of this kind of eye candy knives back on the table so that we can have those here. And then we will chit chat a little bit about knives. There was a few knives people were telling me that they were carrying. I'm very curious. I would like to look some of those up because they sounded pretty cool. So I'm hoping maybe some of you guys who are here would still be here and let me know about a few of those, because there's a couple of them I've never heard of. And so I always like to check out new knives. I definitely would like to have gotten, is it the Richard Rogers, the one that you got that I know Kevin at Lefty EDC, right? All right. Congratulations. Don't try to use the ladybug at a gas station knife fight. Yeah, I don't know if that's a Slurpee saver. It's definitely not a Slurpee saver knife, but you know what it is? It is a, destroy somebody's Slurpee knife. You could clandestinely, so small, you can sneak underneath their Slurpee and slice the bottom of the Slurpee and let the Slurpee escape. Could be a very devious little plan if you wanted to do that. So, I mean, it could be Slurpee tactic, Slurpee ninja tactic. How about that? It could be a Slurpee ninja knife. I don't know. I'm making it up. I'm totally blowing sunshine up your nose. I know. So there you go. All right. So just Nate. Yeah. Hey, all right. So we got some, let's real quick while we do this. I love to do this. People posted some of people's sites. If you haven't gone to these, so we got Paul Mills. So let's go take a look at his link real quick, his site. If you haven't subscribed, web search small me. There we go. So here's Paul I Might. Paul I Might. It's got 30. I'm already subscribed. If you haven't had a chance, go check him out. It's got like a nice Mannix. Got a little, is that a Tenacious? No, that's a Native 5. I've been very curious about the Native 5, quite honestly. Now, question, Paul I Might. Can you get that Native 5 to kind of have a drop shot action? Does that work on the phosphor bronze? Because every time I see somebody using that one, it doesn't seem to drop shut for them, but I get the feeling you could probably tune it and get it there. Let me know if you would. All right. And so then we got Just Nate here as well. Please go check out Just Nate. If you haven't subscribed, Just Nate is 95 subscribers. We need 5 more subscribers, Just Nate, to get you to 100. Man, that would be so awesome. If anybody's here and you haven't subscribed to Just Nate, go give him a subscription. And you got the Kunwoop Pulsar. Yeah, the Pulsar. I like that knife. I had that one. That's a good one. It's a big one. It's a big blade. And man, I keep looking for that AD-15. I keep looking for it in all black. I find the black handles with the clear blade, but man, yeah. When I find that one, and I know it's going to come out at some point. I know. I'm patient. I'm okay with that. It's okay to be patient for certain knives. I was patient for the Mordex, right? When I get that one, I know what I'd like to do. So, all right. If you haven't had a chance, please do subscribe to these guys. You know, if nothing else, it's just cool to see people share their knives and stuff. And we got Mind of Mill. Oh, wait. We got Knife's Night. Oh, wait. I missed a few. Just 8. All right, so let's get here. The Knife's Night. Let's go here. I have not subscribed to the Knife's Night. What? Let me subscribe. So if you subscribe, one of the things I do recommend is go watch a short. So I'm going to play a short real quick because it's going to allow my subscription to stay, and I'm going to like the video. So that's a nice polished edge on that knife there. I like the smoke effect. It kind of gives it a very mystic kind of view there, right? Got the smoke effect with the polished edge. It's kind of a nice little touch there. Is that the mini or is that the regular? It looks like it's the regular RSK MK1. Yeah. Have you thought of getting the original goat scales for that? I want to do that. I'd like to get some. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. I'd like to do that with the Deca also, the Hogue Deca. So I'm letting it play. Did it go through the loop already? All right, so why I'm doing that is once it goes to the loop, I've watched the video, I've liked it. Usually, if you subscribe, it'll stick. If you just subscribe and then leave, YouTube thinks it's like a bot or you got there accidentally or you accidentally clicked on it, so it's going to think, yeah, you didn't really want to do that. And it'll unsubscribe you within 24 hours. And I'd hate to see that. So, all right. So I've gone through that loop at least once. Got a nice hinder over there. Looks like a little clip point as well. Ooh, Damasteel. The Civivi Quibbit. That's a good knife. We gave one of those away. That's really cool. All right, some cool stuff there. All right, so that's Knife's Edge if you haven't had a chance to check out. So he's at 38. Let's see if anybody subscribed real quick. I know I did. Hey, we've got 3. So we're at 41. Very, very cool. Real quick, we're going to come back and we're going to go to Mind of Milton here in a second. I know we were at 95 here. Where were we at with Just Nate? 101, Just Nate, man, you broke 100. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Way to go. Very, very cool. If you haven't had a chance, go. Yeah, definitely. And so we got Paul I Might at 32. Did we break 40? Is there a chance we break 40? 35. We got 35. So if you get a chance, go check him out. See if we can get at least, maybe 5 more. That'd be cool. 5 more. If you haven't had a chance. All right. So now let's go to Mind of Milton. Mind of Milton, 927, man. We are 73 away from the 100. Man, I'd love to see you get there. Oh, you got the scales. Yes. I love that. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? I think I already watched this video. I'm pretty sure I liked this video already. Yeah, I did. I already watched it and liked it. I remember because I was really enjoying that. Now, have you thought, Mind of Milton, have you thought of go to Amazon or directly to CVV and get their milled titanium scale? The clip? Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. You may not want to, and that's totally cool, but I did this and it might be worth it. But let me show you. I put the little milled titanium clip on there because I bend the steel clips all the time. And I think it makes that look a little bit nicer. It's only like 10 or 12 or 13 bucks. It's not very expensive and it is titanium. It's really titanium. See, it doesn't stick. And I don't know, it just kind of complements it. You put the Skiffs on there, you put these on there, and then you get that buttery smooth action. It's such a fidgety, comfortable knife. So I don't know if you thought of that, but I just throw that add it to their Mind of Milton if you haven't. Maybe you already have and you haven't put them on there, or you already did. But, or maybe you don't like the titanium clip, and that's totally cool too. Whatever floats your boat, right, man? It's your knife. You do with what you want, but I just thought I'd suggest it in case you didn't know. Richard Rogers, Be Devious, the X-Mid 3-inch blade, and on his site claimed it's Godly Locks version compared to the Slut and the Mutt. I got mine on the 10th. All right, so Be Devious, how do you like it? How smooth is it? Is it really, is it just crazy smooth? Kind of curious. All right, so we did just Nate. We did Mind of Milton. Wait. Did we skip Chef Rocky? We did. Chef Rocky, man. Here we go. Chef Rocky. If you haven't subscribed, Chef Rocky's at 141. Very cool. Hey, I like your little, I want to say emoji, but your thumbnail, or I guess you could say your logo for your channel. I like that a lot. I like the green too. That really pops out. It's nice. Very cool. That's new. I don't remember seeing that last time. That stands out. So to me, either you enhanced it with the color or it's new. And I'm assuming it's new because that really pops. We got a little Nerd Box XL. All right. Very cool. Oh, I got the Mini Tempest here. That's nice. Yeah. Cool. I like all of that stuff. All right, so if you haven't checked out Chef Rocky, please go check him out. An AD 20.5. I got 3 of them now, Chef Rocky, and I love all 3 of mine, especially the way I nerded them out and modded them out. I pimped out my knives. All right. Let's see here. Did we get everybody? Do you have a Devo mash? Now, I think he's coming out with a new Devo mash. I know it's a button lock, but I think there's also another Devo mash coming out, I heard. And it's still going to be a frame lock or liner lock. I don't know. At least that's what I thought I heard from Kevin. But very cool. All right, so very cool. Some nice pages here. I love sharing that. And say, if you get a chance, go check the folks out. Definitely some cool stuff out there. Rob's Learning Knives, you have no idea what it means. Man, thanks so much. Such a great member of the community, and what a great community to be a member of. Yeah. Knives Edge, man, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone here. I mean, you have no idea how much you guys mean. I mean, I enjoy this. I love talking knives. And I think I would do this if there was one other person here, and probably would talk to myself about it, honestly. But I really enjoy talking to you guys about it. I really do. And that's a lot of fun. And so, you know, I mean, I don't know everything. I learn from you guys, but hopefully you learn a little thing or two from me as well, right? I'm always learning. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to admit it, and then I'll learn, you know? I'm not so full of myself to think that I am, you know, the know-it-all. I am not. But, you know, I do try to learn. I do try to be humble. And that's what I think, what I enjoy about this, because there's always something cool to learn out there. I mean, the engineering, everything, right? So, but I appreciate you guys, definitely. All right, so we got Drink Water. All right, hey, let's check out Drink Water real quick. So if you haven't subscribed, oh, is that the Mini Tempest or is that the Tempest? Yeah, it's a Mini Tempest. Yeah, everyone. I know everyone's really bugged about my review of the Mini Tempest. I'm sorry, guys. I had a bad one. I'm honestly 100% convinced I had a bad one. And I think, could Brian have fixed it? Because he offered to take the knife. Probably, but you know, he likes strong detents, and Kevin likes strong detent, and that's a problem. I'm not sure if I wanted that strong of a detent, and I think it was especially strong. And I know that for a fact because my Evo Typhoon was fantastic. Still is. I have it over there. Love it. And I'm feeling if I get another mini Devo, Evo Typhoon, I can't even talk right now. A mini Evo, I would, it'd probably be phenomenal. And I have seriously considered it, but I like the big one. And that one really is a good size. So I'm sticking with that one for now. I don't get my, until the 10th. Okay, got you. You don't get it until the 10th, 2 days from now. I got you. I'll let you know what you think, possibly letting you review. Oh man, that would be awesome. I appreciate that, Be Devious. Man, that would be an honor. Absolutely be an honor. And again, if you ever decide, anybody ever wants to lend me a knife, first of all, I'm honored and I'm very appreciative. But second of all, just know this. I treat every knife I get in, unless you tell me explicitly, I treat every knife, it stays at my desk, it gets reviewed at my desk. If I take it outside, I'm over grass, making sure there's nothing that I could drop it on. I do a short and that's it. And it's here, it's at the desk. I don't carry it, I don't drive with it, I don't go outside and use it. I want to experience it, right? And if you're okay with me cutting a piece of paper, I might cut some sheets of paper and that's about it. I am not going to abuse or use a knife in any way, right? I'm not going to take it apart unless you explicitly want me to. You know, I mean, there's times someone has said, hey, feel free to take it apart. And if you want to throw a pair of Skiffs on there, you know, if I happen to have them, I'm more than happy to do that, right? I was going to do that on the Voodoo. I was really excited to get that one. And I just didn't have the Skiffs in. And I knew that Skiffs was going to make that just phenomenal. And the person who lent it to me put his Skiffs in and they loved it. So I try to always have some Skiffs on stock. But that would be the only thing I would do at request, okay? But most of the time, no, I would not do anything to it. So if you're interested in doing that, I would be very honored. I do have some knives that I would love to check out. And maybe I'll need to put another community post out there of some knives I would love to look at in case anybody has one that you would like to share. But please don't feel obligated. Know that I try to get those back to you within a couple of weeks. At Christmas, though, it was a little late getting back to people, but that was more the request because I didn't want to ship it right during the Christmas rush because a lot of things got lost. And yeah, I don't want to lose anybody's knives, right? And I always ship it back insured, just so you know. So there you go. All right. Skiffs on the Arma. Do you want me to check it out, Dean? I might have some Skiffs for it. I suspect it's probably going to be multi-row or it's going to be the 1/4 inch. Looking at this right here. Let's see. I'm getting into light. Yeah, it's probably going to be 1/4. It could be the 5mm, 6mm ones. I'd be kind of curious. I could definitely check it out. Yeah, if you'd like me to do that, Danny, I'd be more than happy. Just so you know, I did tighten up these screws. They were a little loose and they were kind of rattly. So if I do that, would you want me to put Loctite on there? And Loctite, I don't glue. I use Loctite. The stuff that you can actually unscrew. Okay, I don't glue like some other people do. But if you want me to do that, let me know. Be more than happy to do that. All right, check it out. Okay, very good then. Oh, an Instagram message. That'd be awesome. I would appreciate that. I will check my Instagram for it. Bad weather here in Alabama, bad connection with Gmail. Will Gmail me tomorrow. No worries, Kenneth. Hey, stay safe, stay dry, and email me tomorrow. You got 7 days to get back to me, okay? So 7 days, all right? Blue. So yeah, he did mention that, and I'd like it to be 2.0, but in a different and more colors, but not sure how far away that is. Okay. So I'm thinking I missed something here. Dean, did you say blue? Were you talking to me or were you talking to somebody else? If you were, sorry. I really like the Lush. Yeah, I missed the Lush on that one. There was too many knives dropping at that point, and I went for another one. So I'll tell you, the one I went for was this one right here. I got the Bridgewater 1820, and Kevin recommended that one too. But I like the look of this. So I'll tell you why I like the look of this one right here. It looks. Let me get in the camera. I know it's not, and I don't want to insult anybody who has one. So please don't be insulted when I say this. But it does look to me a little bit like the Lamia. Okay, I know it's nowhere near the quality of a Lamia. I get that. Just like if you had something that looked like a Rosie, it'd be nowhere near the quality. I get it. But it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. So I went for that one over that at the time. But I honestly, the one I really want to get from Devo is I want to get the stout version too. I handled the prototype. That and the, what is it? The slip joint. Oh my gosh. The one Urban EDC that they're doing. The Bradley. I want to get that one. That's the other Devo I want to get. Those are the two that I've got my sights on right now. All right, so let me see here. What's gotta sleep? Have a great night, all. Hey, Fukduzel. Hey, appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining, man, tonight. Get some good rest and look for that members only giveaway coming out. Make sure you leave a comment for that one for the giveaway. All right. Have a great rest, man. Appreciate you being here this evening. I know we started late. I had to start late. Some things coming up and stuff. So, hey, Josh Worth, did I say hello? Did I say hello to you yet? I don't think I did. So welcome. Thanks for joining the live stream. If I didn't, the Knife's Edge, the smock. Okay. Rob's Nerdy Knife, Tri-State EDC gave me some pointers. Like, don't make videos that sound like you have an HVAC unit running in the background. Yeah, and so here's something about Knife's Edge, something that is really cool. It's absolutely worth considering. If you do a live stream, make sure you use some sound filters, okay? And there's various filters you can incorporate. And also, when you do, if you use your phone, which is perfectly fine, get a post-processing software. You don't have to do crazy post-processing. You can if you want to, if you're really good at it, sure. But I use a piece of software. Where is it? Now, I'll just tell you, it processes my audio. And what it does what I do here on this live stream. And let me see if I can tell you what this does. So on this one, nope, that's not it. Here we go. I got to go over here. Properties. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. I want to tell you what it does. Filters. Yeah. So it has some filters. So I use a compressor, expander, noise suppression, and a VST2X, plugin. And it's kind of like an equalizer, right? So those are what I use on the stream, and it gives you that, it takes the ambient noise around, like if the air conditioner is running, you don't want that like sound, which is the HVAC that he's talking about, right? You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear, like if my laptop is playing, you don't want to hear the fan. You don't want to hear that, right? You don't want to get all that noise. So it compresses, it cuts a lot of those things out, so you hear just a voice. And then it sharpens the voice, and it kind of gives you a little better. Now, the thing is, you have to have a consistent voice. You don't want to start talking real quiet where it cuts out. So you got to be consistent in your voice and have the mic in a consistent place. And it usually works pretty well. That's what I do for the live stream. But then also for the phone, I actually have a piece of software that I use. It's called LumaVision. So LumaVision, like this right here, I don't know if you can see that. It post-processes, like here's the little giveaway video. And in it, I'll have a noise filter that I can do over here. So when I click on this, you can see I can do these noise filters. And I have this little couple of compressed things that I created. And I created these, and what it does gain, it does my dynamic responser, my limiter. It does all the things that I'm doing on the live stream to the sound. So it gets rid of all that ambient noise. And that's why it sounds better. Because my first videos, if you ever want to go back, you guys, if you've seen them, some of my first videos, you can hardly hear me. Sometimes it sounds like I'm really way back over there. People are like, man, I can't hear you. I had that max volume. Or it's sounds like I'm at like a drive-through, a really bad drive-through. I'll take a Big Mac and I order fries. It was terrible, right? So that stuff really helps. Someone offered to glue my custom knife factory Davlis pivot. No prizes if you guess right. Josh, I bet that was probably Lefty. Okay, so I will tell you, Josh, just quick note. If you don't have a captive pivot, my iMamba actually does that. And I talked to the guys at I talked to Arno the Bernard brothers, basically the three brothers, the son of Arno Bernard. And I was talking to him about the iMamba. It's actually not a captive pivot, but one of the screws is literally glued. It's cemented, and it doesn't use super glue. It uses a Loctite. It's like 740. It's a different kind. It's like what they use in industrial, and it locks it in there. The way you can release it though is you take the pivot out, you take that out, you heat it, and then it can release. But it literally is like super glue for one of the pivots. The other one is just Loctite, and they do that intentionally, so it's sort of like a captive pivot. So I would do that only if I had two screws going into it. So like some of the Spydercos, I'm almost tempted to do it. But Spydercos have a captive pivot. They usually have a D-shaped pivot barrel. And so it locks it in there. So again, because it's a captive pivot, I don't do it on those. It's anything that rolls. All right, I'm catching up. I missed a bunch here. LumaVision, I know when I use it when I'm editing on my phone. Yeah, mine and Melton. It's definitely, I think it's a nice little piece of software. Definitely a nice little piece of software for sure. And if you get a good enough phone, and you set the settings right, and the other thing is have good lighting. And you don't have to spend
thousands of dollars on lighting. You can, mine are little, what are these things? They're GMVs or GVMs. I have 3 of them, right? I have 3 GVMs. My backlight is a light that I use. It's a Logitech. It was before my desk light, and I use that as a backdrop, or we call a fill light, or you can call it, what's the other, point light or whatever. There's different terms that people use, right? So those are different things you can do to bring luminescence up, right? And then you can do like, you know, your balance, your white balance and stuff like that. There's just a lot of things, but a lot of that automatically is pretty simple. And I go for the easy and the quick, right? I'd rather get the content out. Now I do edit like some of my longer videos. You will see me edit those because I don't think anybody wants to see me struggle with centering a knife for an hour and a half if I'm really struggling. But you do want to see the process that I go through. And so I'll do a quick version of that, right? But sometimes you get a knife that's just going to fight you and you got to beat it in submission. I lost the secondary detent when I took it apart. Oh, is that a smock? I assume the secondary detent is probably knife's edge. You're probably talking about smock. Am I right? Am I guessing right there? I prefer not to have it if it's a smock, what you're talking about. I'm trying to go back up. Try set to use cap cut. Okay, well, I mean, he also does a lot more professional stuff. I'll tell you, he's more of a professional, you know, kind of producing that kind of material. I do a lot of sports photography for my kids and stuff, right? So I'm more in the live action kind of stuff. I like the natural lighting. I go out maybe, you know, stadium lighting and stuff. But when it comes to here, I try to make it simple just because it's easier for me to manage. If I ever were like, so let's say this got crazy and I did this full time, I would probably invest in a whole lot more higher fancy software and equipment. You're right. But I'm not at that point where I can quite do that. You don't see, okay, Mr. Junior, Miss, you don't see the lamia. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I see it in just certain shapes, okay? I get it. It's not anywhere close. I get it. I haven't handled the lamia, and it's probably a good thing because just like when I handled the Rosie, oh, that was the end of me there, right? So I'm feeling the lamia is going to be very similar. But the good thing is it's way more in demand and way harder to get than it was, I think. You know, Rosie, if you get on the lottery, you can get in there. That can happen. All right. Drink water. Water is the skeletal inside the cup of the water behind the cup. Okay, I got you. Knife's edge, skiffs, and removing the second detent ball is pretty common mod, I think. Yeah, absolutely. And the skiffs that they recommend on Skiff's website, absolutely, those are the best. You can actually, there's 2 different skiffs that could fit it. But I recommend the size that they recommend if it's a better fit on the pivot. But there's another one that does work. I think it's the 3/16 or 5mm. Both of those work because I've used both. I've used both on the Mordax too, but I think it uses the 1/16. I think is a better fit. But anyways, yeah, when you lose a secondary detent, that's a bummer. But sometimes, you know, if you're wanting that secondary detent back, you could, 2 things. You could probably go to Skiff, Skiff made blades, and you could probably get the individual ceramic balls, get the smaller one that might fit in there, and then you can find somewhere that sells small springs. And if you get those 2 together, you could probably put that spring back in there and have the detent back. Just have to find the size of that ball. I don't know if it's 1mm or 2mm, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty small. Yeah, so a knife's edge, that's one way. I mean, you could spend about, I contemplated doing these lights, and then there was a big light tool that I was also looking at, and I actually use it for my flash photography, right? I have a lot of flash photography stuff that I use, but I don't have video photography, and that was a different realm for me to get into. And there was one that they were made by Viztech or something like that, I think, but it's a big one, but it was really expensive. I could buy probably 3 sets of 3 of these lights 3 times over for the price of one of those, but it was amazing. It had a beautiful diffuser on there. It was a beautiful boom diffuser. So yeah, and it does create a beautiful light, and it does have the different temperatures that you could deal with. So if you wanted to warm it up or cool it down, you could definitely do that. All right, so I'm missing. I'm way behind here. I see Skiff's compatible with Makunu Orion. Does anyone know if it's compatible with the Orion 2? I don't know. I don't have an Orion 2. I've been tempted to take my Tau S apart because I know it's a multi-row bearings on those. I'm not sure. I got to find out what would fit on that one, but I don't know about that one. Typically, I think I thought my Pulsar was multi-row. Was it? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was 1/4 inch. It was a bigger. I think I have a video on that one too. And I did submit that to Steve, so it's probably on his compatibility thing. But I don't have that knife, and I haven't tried Skiffs on that one, so I don't know. Don't know that one. My next knife is going to be one of the following: the Spartan Hersey, the McNeese PM2 3.5, excellent knife. The Olamic Wayfarer. I've been very interested in that one. I haven't tried it yet. I have a whippersnapper, and I love that. So there was one that came out, matter of fact, in Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It was in carbon fiber scales, beautiful S90V blade steel. I love the shape of it, and it was very tempting. But then I realized it's 9 inches. Just can't do a gigantic knife. So if you like big knives, the Wayfarer is going to be fantastic. It's almost a little too big for me. The whippersnapper, I wish they had something in between, right? That looked like the Wayfarer, but it was just like a mini Wayfarer, right? Like a 7.5 inch. That would have been cool. I think all of those are cool. Now, the Spartan Hersey, I've been very interested in as well, but I would want a plain Spartan Hersey. I'm not into all the crazy stuff that they do. I think it's cool, but I think it would be really cool to get a plain Spartan Hersey or polished one. Got my Rosie back in August with MagnaCut. Kind of hate on those last drop Oz using 20 CV. Yeah, I wonder, but the thing is, he does heat treat well, and 20 CV heat treated well, it's going to be great. Now, my question is the 20 CV, is he dropping the price a little bit? Because the thing about MagnaCut, when you do MagnaCut, right, MagnaCut does cost a little bit more. There's extra costs involved in that. And because you got to get the heat treat and everything. So I don't know is there any cost savings in that. I think like for the Brian Brown's knives, not Brian Brown, the Brown knives, the FSD or mini FSD and the FSL, FSD-I or whatever it is, that one, when he uses 154 CM as opposed to 20 CV, there is a price break. You do save a little bit on that. It's not much, but it's respectable because the 154, I mean, they heat treat that one CPM 154 really well. You know, it's not 154 CM, it's CPM 154, which is much better than 154 CM. It's not ingot, it's powdered, so that's a big deal. Skeleton just chilling with water. Okay, I jumped back up again. All right. Now, if I missed, okay, jumped way down here, so I think I missed a bunch of conversation. My little conversation thing just decides it's going to fly. I have an overhead bar light, okay, LED, and the side light, circular one that comes with the arm and pinches to the bench. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Got to find the light that works for you. Definitely 45-degree angles. You want to have that nice. Depends, right? Are you looking for the effect on the face? Are you trying to do that, what they call the pyramid face look, where you get the shadow cast at 45? I mean, you can go for that if that's what you want on the face. But when it comes down to my desktop, I do 45 and 1 this way so that the camera, when it's down here, you get a full view of the light. You know, I don't want there to be like, you know, a dark spot. So if I go in here, you can see well, can't see it right now. Of course, I'm not even there. What am I doing? Here we go. So I'm trying to get the light in here. And then also, you know, my camera up here, it does do auto white balance. And sometimes I think I might need to fix the white balance and actually set my white balance for my streams, because I've noticed every once in a while, if this is not dead center here, my white balance totally gets off. My color starts to change. And I don't know if you can see that. Usually if I move these two things, the color scheme starts to change. Of course, it's going to prove me a liar right now. But I swear it does. So anyways, yeah. Let's see here. I got to figure out what to do, what I want on my channel design to look like. NFK 20. I'm convinced I'll never make it though. All right, so NFK 20. Here's the thing. You love knives, right? What you enjoy. It's your unique take on it, and so just embrace that. You don't have to be what somebody else wants to be. Just be who you are. You know, Rob's Nerdy Knives, it wasn't like a revelation. Oh, Rob a nerd? I mean, everybody in my family, when, they're like, you're kind of nerdy about knives. And, it's like, I'm kind of nerdy about knives. I wonder if I could have a name with, with Rob in knives that's nerdy. What would be a good name for that? Rob's Nerdy Knives. Like, that was like my thing. And that's kind of just who I am. And so whatever that is for you, just embrace it, right? Are you nerdy? Are you techie? Are you into certain steels? Are you, what is that? And it can evolve. It can evolve over time. It can change, right? And that's okay too, because you're learning, you're growing. But the biggest thing that I saw, a guy who did the first video when I decided to do the YouTube, because my son was the one who said, hey, Dad, you should do the YouTube. You should do a YouTube channel. Go for it. So I did it. I did one video and I didn't post for like 4 months. And then I saw this one video that said, if you're going to do the YouTube channel, said, this is what you need to do. You need to commit to do like 30 videos. I mean, what they really challenge you to do, 30 videos in 30 days. Try to do that. If not, at least 30 videos in 60 days. So try to get a video out every 2 days. And here's the thing he said. Here's the reality. Each of your videos, when they first come out, they're going to be crap. They're going to be horrible. Your first videos are going to look horrendous. And you're going to work really hard on them. And you're going to look back on it and you're going to go, wow, that's crazy. But here's the thing. You grow, you learn. And the only way you learn is by trying and getting better. Don't let the fear of failure ever stop you, because the reality is you will fail, you will screw up, you will mess up, you'll release videos like I have where half the audio is gone in the video. People will be like, hey, I couldn't hear you in the second half. What happened? You'll drop a video where you forgot to put your thumbnail on the video, or you forgot to, I'll say like, check up on top, and I didn't post it. I forgot to put that up there. The little things that it happens all the time. So you just get better by doing it. I'm learning. Hopefully my stuff has gotten better over time. Hopefully. If not, hopefully it's more entertaining. if it's not better, at least you're getting a chuckle out of it. And maybe that's my shtick. I don't know. First video sideways. You should have seen my first live stream. Was anybody here for the first live stream? Does anybody remember my first live stream? It's worth checking out. I had a really cool software that I had subscribed to. I had 2 different cameras. I thought I had everything working. I went to go live. Nothing worked. I couldn't go live. I was panicking. So I finally used my phone. I put it down and I had my phone on top of where the camera was, and you could see part of the camera on the phone, and it was sideways and I had to flip it and everything. And so the whole live stream was done with the phone face down that wasn't even in place. And it was, people still joined. People were still there. People were still very supportive, and I appreciated that. So if anybody was there, they saw from whence I came to whence I am. I mean, it's not like gigantic, but it's definitely an improvement. And it only happens because I keep doing it and I learn from other people, right? And I find that as you get more comfortable, you can do more things with it. There's more things you're better at doing, right? I mean, it's hard sometimes to keep up with all the comments. That's just no one is perfect with that. And the only way I'd ever get better with that is if my wife was here and she was helping with the comments, and she could slide the comments toward me and say, all right, you need to respond to this one or that one. And that's what it gets down to. That's why you see like Neves, his wife, Kara sometimes help him. Or then you'll see, is it Kara? Neves' wife? Is Neves' wife's Kara? I thought, I don't know. And then you got, and now Cole, his wife is helping him as well, which is awesome. I mean, and it just makes his production even better. I'd love to get to that point someday. That'd be cool. But right now it's a one-man show. Well, I appreciate that, B Devious, the disassembly. I will tell you, I don't know if you knew this, and I'm sure NFK20 and Todd Carr could probably talk about this. I have some people comment about my knife disassembly video. I had one guy he goes, that's the most boring thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. You're right. Right. So fair enough. It is boring. If that's not what you're into. The point of that video is there's 3 things I do with a disassembly. There's a lot of people want to just see the inside of their knife. What's inside of it? How's it made up? How does it come apart in case they want to clean it? That's the first thing. Second of all, Do you want to maybe put skiffs in there? That's the next thing. You know, I try to do that, take it apart. This is the skiffs that fit. This is what you can do. Then sometimes do you want to tune it? And so the tuning goes two ways, right? So if your detent is too light, you want to make it tighter. It's just the opposite of what I do. If your detent is too firm and you want to make it softer, that's the other thing to do as well. And I always talk very carefully about when you tune a detent, you got to be real careful because you got to be careful how you tune that detent because you don't want to get the detent ball, how it sits into the hole. That's really important. If you're going back and forth, you cause warpage in the pivot point where the lock bar is, and that warpage can make the detent ball. So like here's the channel for the detent ball, right? And the detent ball comes over and it pops into the hole, right? And if you warp that thing, so here's the ball and it's supposed to be here. If you warp it, it could be like the detent ball could be on track here, and then it's not seated correctly. So that's why I kind of go through that very meticulously and slowly. So there's a lot of little things, but it's doable. And as long as you're comfortable, you do it slowly. What's a knife next to the 9? Yeah, this is the one that was lent to me by Dean. This is the Migron Arma. This is a massively overbuilt knife. So Dean is letting me borrow this knife right now, and he just said that I can put skiffs in there. So I'm going to probably take it apart and maybe look at putting skiffs in there. It is absolutely an overbuilt knife. It is over 8 ounces. It's like 8.5 ounces. It is a half a pound of knife. M390 blade steel, titanium scales, and these are massively hollowed out. And it has this gigantic backspacer that you absolutely have to have because you got to be careful. I can touch that blade right there. You see that? So, I mean, it's an overbuilt knife. This is not one of these knives that you're probably going to be wearing with gym shorts unless you're planning to flash somebody. I mean, I guess this would be your tool to help you flash somebody, I guess, if you wanted to wear gym shorts with this, but I wouldn't recommend it. But people buy knives like this because they're just big and they're massive and they like big knives. And that's what this is. I have not gotten into the big knives, but I will tell you, a lot of them haven't appealed to me until I saw this one. This one was simply, I think I would like this in a smaller version as well. But as far as a big knife, this is the aesthetic that I really like. And so Dean was allowing me to try it out. He had gotten this. And I got to tell you, if I was to go overbuilt knives, this would be it right here. It's the Arma. It's a Migron knife. It's a big, big boy. And it's not cheap because you're paying for a lot of steel. And the action's really, I mean, it really is really pretty phenomenal. But you got to make sure you catch that. Don't let that drop on your fingers. It does have a detent that's right about right here. And I think it's very intentional. It's a very strong detent because you don't want it to guillotine your finger. But that's what this is the Arma. I'll have an unboxing video on this, and then I'll be doing a review, and probably, if I have the skiffs for it, maybe a skiffs installation. So, all right, so I'm missing a few things here, probably. So let's see here. I think the worst problem is literally go blank. Like, I can't remember what I wanted to say when the recorder comes and wrote it down. All right, so here's something else for anybody else who has a channel. I'll give you a little secret. And I always wondered, how does MC and Neves and other people always do their stuff, right? So here's every knife review. I have this right here. And now I've updated this over the years, but on here I say, hello, you know, remind myself, my name is the manufacturer, the designer, the handle, the scale, liner, materials. I go through the steel, this. Now, I do this for 3 reasons. 1, to remind myself what are the steps I go in order. 2, make sure I hit the points. And then 3, there's actually an algorithm in YouTube that if you continue to do this, it'll break up your videos into paragraphs if you're consistent with your review type videos. And so it actually allows your video to have better presentation, better algorithms. It just really, it's helpful, right? So have some consistency. And then I go through what do I look for in a knife? You know, everyone knows if we talk about, can you pinch grip that all day? Who's that? I mean, we all know who that is. Pinch grip all day? Tri-State EDC, right? Every one of us knows that's Tri-State EDC. And then I kind of go through, these are my categories of knives. They may not be yours, but these are mine. Budget is under 100. A regular is 100 to 300. High end is 300 to 600. And a custom mid-tech is anything greater than 600. Now, 5 years from now, maybe I'll have a 5th one. I'll have full custom, right? I don't know. It's not now. Then I talk about EDC, purpose, hard use, ergonomics. And then I go down here, fidget factor 1 through 10. That's how much can I fidget? And then the fidgety goodness of that factor, right? So if, I can only fidget it like 2 or 3 ways, you may get a 4. But is it really good? It's 100. If it's not so good, it might not do so well. And then my overall recommendation. That's what I do. I put that up there every time right in front of me. I go through my reviews. That helps me to stay on point. When I do an unboxing, I kind of do the same thing. So just kind of write a little note. Just write a little note. That can help you, anybody. All right, Todd Carr, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining the live stream, man. Thank you. You have a great, great evening. Oh, so B Devious, show us the pair 3 with the blue scales. All right, let's do that. It's this one right here. They're actually purple. Do I have, let me see if I can clean that off. I'm gonna, oh wait, I actually have a wet wipe here. Yeah, ever since I had kids, wet wipes have become an integral part. If you ever have kids, you know that, because I want to show you this, because once you clean this off, this is beautiful purple anodized. And I think, here, let me zoom in. It really pops when you get the zoom, when you do this. Desktop zoom, here we go. So this is the lynch clip, and that's purple, which is a blue and purple together. The screws are done by Rockscale Designs, and that's purple. Likewise with the backspacer, and that's purple. And then the hole here, which is part of the backspacer, is purple, and then all the hardware is purple. And then this is crewware with a DLC coating. So it's DLC coated blade, which, if you know, Spyderco's DLC is really good. DLC, you can tell it's DLC because I can see all the texture of the blade, the grind blade. So like when you look at over here, you can see the micro lines when they grind this. I don't know if you can see that here. I don't know if I can get that close enough for you guys to see that. Can we get that? Or if I can get the right angle for you to see it. I know I could do it on the video review, but you can actually see that on the DLC as well. And the crewware is just crazy tough steel. And so I like that a lot. But I love this when you clean this up, you can really see that purple pop. And that makes a lot of fun. And then I have a CME, which is compression made easy from OCD for EDC. Highly recommend those. I'm getting some black ones in. The ones that I got were a weird color and I don't think it would look well on here. So I think I'm just going to go with plain black on here. I think it looks nice. I did that with my Shaman. Now it has red and black because I used to have the red fat carbon scales on here. And then I got these and I sold my red fat carbon scales to one of my awesome subscribers. And so, and they are enjoying it, but I really wanted titanium on this. But I liked having the red and black still on here. I think it doesn't look terrible. Maybe black would be all better. They don't really have a steel color. And to me, black pops out a little bit more. So that's what I did. You can put a lynch clip on the McBee. Yeah, the little McBee, absolutely. You can also do, and now I don't know if you have a Mac 2 3.5 lynch clip. Actually did a collaboration with Jonathan McBee. This is a lynch clip on this one right here. This is a lynch clip that he did. Now he sells these on his site. I don't know if Lynch is going to be selling, Casey Lynch is going to be selling these on his site, but this is a great clip. Highly recommend this for your Mac 2. But they also make a small clip for the McBee, the little one. Definitely recommend that as well. Wish more reviewers would measure the behind the edge specs on their review because everyone has a different idea of what's slicing and what's not. So when I talk about slicing, I don't get into the engineering to the level. So if you want a really good detailed engineering kind of review and stuff, go check out Knife Nerdery. Kevin over there is awesome. He's truly an engineer and he really takes it to a different level. And I love his stuff and I talk to Kevin quite a bit and he's a nice guy. I kind of talk from an application engineering nerdiness. So when I look at the thickness of the knife and the grind and how flat it comes down, right? That to me is important. This is a pretty flat grind, comes to a pretty thin edge. Also, I look at the edge thickness, right? How long the edge is. And then I also check it out with where's my strop? Can always usually tell based on how I strop something, what the angle is. Like, so this one's probably, I'm going to say about a 17, maybe 18 degree angle right here. Because of the angle which I'm stropping this at, right? So it's about 17, 18 degree angle. Whereas I can have some other ones that have a much more aggressive angle. So now this one's pretty thin too still, actually. It's probably closer to 20, but it's not quite as low. But still, You know, some of these you can tell, like I think, yeah, this one has a pretty, it's not a super long edge, but you can tell I've definitely polished this one. But this one is going to be close to about 20, 22 degrees, right? You can kind of see that. After a while, you kind of feel what the angles are. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to flex or anything. It's just I can kind of tell what the angle is on this one. You know, but I'm not going to go and get a protractor and give you the exact angle. I know from when I do my KME sharpening and the degree I set on my machine, I know what that angle is, and when I strop it, I can tell. So I do that. Now, like for instance, this is right here. Obviously, it's a super thick blade. This is not a slicer. I mean, obviously you can see that right there, right? It's not a slicer. The edge is not super long, so, but it does cut. It's pretty sharp. This is a slicer. Beautiful full flat grind, comes down to a very thin edge. The edge is pretty relatively long, and it's very balanced all the way across. There's no longer edge on the other, which is always nice. I really do appreciate when people do that. But this is a pretty good slicer as well. So that's the level that I get to. The Mac 2, pretty thick blade, relatively speaking, for what it is. It does come to kind of a thick, I mean, they call it a slicer, like Rick Hinder is a slicer. I mean, come on. Is Rick Hinder really a slicer? I don't know if Rick Hinder is a slicer, personally. I think they can call it a slicer, absolutely, because it's a big blade that slices. But is it a thin slicer? I don't know. But, you know, this is probably more slicey than a Rick Hinder. And I have an XM18, and I think it's a beautiful knife, right? So, but this does, I can tell you, the MagnaCut, I took like 2 or 3 weeks to strop it to finally get it to that crazy sharp edge that I like. So when I run it across there, I can like start scraping my fingerprints off my finger. Then I know it's sharp enough, because then I can see little parts of my fingerprint on there. So, and I have a nice polished edge. But this thing, I can beat the heck out of this knife. I love that. So that's the detail I go into. Now, you know, I'm not going to go more than that, but because, you know, for me, what I do, that's enough for me. If you know, I will measure the blade stock thickness, because I think that gives you a good idea for that, right? You know, because like some of these Spydercos, they have pretty thick blade stock, but it comes to beautiful flat grind, right? That's always nice. But like the blade stock thickness on the Manix is a little thinner than the blade stock thickness on a Para 3, which is surprising, right? But it's also a bigger blade, so it's a much slicier blade. And I love this, by the way. It's S110V. This is a beautiful slicer. And it does have a long, long edge. So I can tell you, this is a crazy knife, crazy sharp. I don't know if that helps or if that's helpful, but that's kind of what I do. But here's the thing. If that's important to you, maybe that could be part of your channel. That's something you can talk about. Or you could have part of your, you know, maybe even have a site, you know, you could talk about these are important things. Raw titanium CME for the Shaman PM3. I never thought of asking him. I was just talking to him. Huh, I'll have to reach out to him on that one. Okay, that's good. I will definitely reach out. I think that's Justin, right? Justin over there? That's who I was talking to, I thought. Skinny slicer and the 3-inch slicer are fairly thin stock. Yeah. Yeah, so the skinny slicer, yeah, true, Josh, absolutely true. The Rick Hinder skinny slicer, it's a much thinner blade. I think it's like 0.12 as opposed to the 0.14. Because I think, let me look. I think this one is what, 0.14 or was it 0.15? I forget how thick this one is. So let's just, for the heck of it, we'll just measure it. No, it's 0.16. So yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty robust blade, right? I mean, that's not a thin blade, right? So the slicer, I think it's 0.12 if I remember correctly. I've never handled one. They always seem to be hard to find, but that would be cool. Yeah, I would enjoy that one probably even more. I still love this one though. This is great. And I love the flipperless one. This to me is the Hinder that I really enjoy. And the blade here is really pretty fantastic. And they do a pretty good job with the S45 VN blade steel on this one, I will say. And I've gotten this one nice and sharp. So maybe one day I'll maybe reprofile and make a longer edge on here. But right now this works fine for me. All right, so Josh Worth Skinny Slicer. Okay, so we got Loot 10 Techs. All right, so let's check out Loot 10 Techs. What do we got here? All right, so let me share. I'm always cool sharing somebody's channel, right? So here we go, web search, here we go, Loot 10 Techs. All right, so 332 subscribers. Let's see if we can get you up to 340. That'd be cool. There's maybe some of you guys haven't subscribed yet. Well, I like your images, man. That's really cool. That's really cool. Is that the new Kaiser? Or that's not the Tuya ones. That's the Kaiser one, right? Yeah. I like your little why can I never remember what the heck you call these things? I keep wanting to say memes, but it's not. And it's, I feel like an idiot. Every single time I make these almost every day. The little image for your video. Boy, I feel like an idiot. All right. Anyways, I like what you did here. This reminds me, I mean, I feel like Tri-State would look at this and he would approve, right? Definitely has a nice quality to it. Definitely cool. And that's definitely really, really nice. But you know what? Maybe someday I can produce something like this, but right now I'm not going to try to be someone I'm not, because that's not me. I'm going to do what I can do, and hopefully that's okay, right? We're okay being who we are, right? Not everybody's going to like everything. I mean, I'm okay being the Bob Ross, you know, the voice of Bob Ross or whatever people seem to think I am. That's okay. I take that as a compliment. Absolutely. And I embrace it. I'm fine. So what's the knife on the left of the Spyderco Pair 2 on top? Spyderco Pair 2. This one right here, the left one or the right one? The left one is the Jetstream. This is the Jetstream plain titanium. Oh, might help if I zoom back over here. So by the way, just subscribe here if you haven't had a chance. I have already subscribed. I do recommend you go and check out one of his shorts or something like this. That is not a short. That's going to take a little bit longer. I at least want to get a short in so I can get credit for it. All right, so let me zoom back over here. I'm going to play that so I can get credit and he can get a like for it from me and knows that I'm going to be back to check out more content. So let's go back here. So this knife, I am totally, squirrel. This, you're talking about this one right here? This is the Jetstream, right? So Jetstream. Now this is the plain titanium. I did put skiffs in this and it's super buttery smooth on this one. I did tune the detent a little bit. And the reason why I tuned the detent, because this small nub flipper is really cool, but I fidget with my knives a lot. I like to fidget. My wife and family can all tell you I fidget a lot. And so when I do that, I want it to be comfortable. And this nub works really well, but it was a little too tight after a while. My fingers started hurting. And I didn't like that because I wanted to keep fidgeting with this knife and I like it. And you got to work it and put it on there. And that works really well. And the access to the lock bar and everything is really fantastic. But I did that so the flipper would be comfortable for long-term fidgety. And I still have plenty of detent, still very clicky, very detent, still has a good flip, clicks in there really nicely. So for me, that was okay. Now, some people might think this is too light detent. I think I granted it is a little lighter detent. I totally admit that. But it's such a small flipper nub that you can't overpower it, right? Unless it's like a sheer Gorov. Now, Shirogorov has the physics to work for that kind of flipper, right? It's completely designed differently. You look at the flipper on here on a Shirogorov, it's meant where you can put your finger down here and it absolutely pops out just about every time, right? So when you put that on here, the physics were relative to the pivot and everything. This is going to absolutely deploy every time. But I mean, we're talking a couple of dollars difference here, right? I mean, this is a great value for the money you pay for this one. I feel like you get more knife for the dollar for this one. Absolutely. It's such a great deal. This is one of the nicer knives out there, I think, for the money. Absolutely. Now, for the money you pay for this one, is it really nice? Yeah, absolutely. It's really nice. I mean, I wouldn't have it in my collection. It is phenomenal. It's a Shirogorov. If you haven't experienced a Shirogorov, I highly recommend it. They are something to be held and to experience. It's really a phenomenal knife. It is quite amazing. It is a flipper only. And some people will be like, I don't like single deployment. This flipper only works, and it works well. So I will tell you that. There are some knives that, yeah, they can do that. No problem. All right, so did I answer all those questions? I hope. Okay, all right, so we got Jack Wolf. Hold on, we got missing a few here. Loot 10, I did answer that one. Somebody asked another question here. I don't have Instagram anymore, but I think he's on there too. Yeah, he is on there too. Yep, definitely. Loot site is not working for me. Loot site is not working for me. Okay. Don't know loot site. Oh, this one right here? The one I was just at? Okay. It was working for me. Let me, I'll post it in here again for a loot site just so you can. I don't know if there was any difference in the two. I think it's exactly the same link that he posted, but I'll post it again just in case. Copy and paste it into your web browser. Try that. Maybe sometimes the link, the way it's trying to open it, it's weird, right? Okay, sometimes, but the BT is a hard spec to find. Yeah, okay. I don't have, okay, I've already read that. The 18 points was so dull out of the box. Yeah, okay, I will say the 18.5, it was kind of dull. It took me a while to get it nice and sharp. Yeah, I totally agree with that. No, I can't argue with you on that one. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't slicey sharp. It wasn't, I like crazy sharp. I'll take razor sharp, and it was not quite razor sharp. It was sharp, but it wasn't razor sharp. I spent $200 for its scale and another $100 for the matching hardware. One of my most expensive knives, definitely one of the most hated. I can see that. I had a Jurassic. So I had a Jurassic that was by Hinderer, and I got the Hinderer scales. I got the Hinderer hardware. I got a fancy clip for it and everything. And in the end, I ended up selling that knife. And I thought, I just didn't like the flipper. I didn't like the way it worked. Then I had heard all these things about this non-flipper version, and I thought, I'll give it a try. And I got just the one with the regular G10 scales. Just wanted to try it out. I mean, and I didn't do anything with it, and I've really enjoyed it. And then I thought, well, I'd like to get the Hinderer scales. I actually had a chance to buy the Hinderer scales, but I saw Menton Boss made these frag pattern, and I thought it was just unique enough and nice enough not to be just a standard Hinderer. Because I know there's Hinderer folks out there. It's like, you got to have, everything's got to be Hinderer. It's got to be Hinderer this, Hinderer that. You can't do any non-Hinderer stuff. It's just, you know, it's sacrilege to the knife. I like this. I'm perfectly fine with it, and I love it. So this is the only Hinderer that I really like. The other one is the Maximace, I think it is. Maxace. It looks like the dagger. I did handle that one at a knife store, and that was pretty cool. But otherwise, yeah, I totally agree. I can relate to what you're saying. Let me put it that way. I've been curious, how do you guys feel about messing up your knife that is up to the $200 plus range as a user? Because I can't, my Spyderco Yojimbo. All right, so NFK20, I guess it comes down, it's my thoughts, just purely my thoughts, right? So everybody has their own thoughts. But here are my thoughts. And Rocky Graham, we got to check out your link. I'm going to open that and save that just in case it scrolls me through. But my thoughts on that is, what is a user knife? What range is your user knife? Okay, so I have this. I carry this. I use this knife, but I use it to open boxes. I use it to open letters, envelopes, cases of water. And as someone else pointed out, I must open a lot of mulch, a lot of fertilizer, and a lot of dog food, a lot of cat food, and a lot of litter. But I will open things like that with this knife, no problem. This is a very expensive knife. These scales were not cheap. This clip was not cheap. This knife with the Maximet is not cheap, right? And then I'm going to have a CME, and that's not going to be cheap. So this becomes more expensive than a McNeese knife, quite frankly. It just is. And I feel it's just as good in every possible way you can imagine. Now, I won't go out chopping wood and things like that. Now, I have taken this knife. I've used it in a barn, and I've cut down giant stalks of sunflowers that are literally like little tree stalks that are like, 2-3 inches in diameter. And I've whacked at them, and I've gotten this dirty and beat the heck out of it. And this knife works great. And I keep using it. I'm using this knife all the time. It's one of these knives that I feel like is a user knife, and it's great, and it works great, and I love it. I feel the same way about the Hinderer. So now I won't go chopping wood and things like that. I wouldn't do that now because I have this one and I have this one. This was going to be my user abuser. This is more my, around the house, whatever beat up kind of knife, and contouring the scales really, or rounding the scales really made this very comfortable. So it's a lot of fun to just use. It is over $200 with the scales, the CME, the clip, That does make this more expensive. So, but I'm okay with that. But that's also relative to the other knives that I have, right? I'm not going to do anything with my custom Trevor Burger, my Whippersnapper, or my Herman, or my Sheer Gorf. Those are things I'll carry, but I'll always have a fifth pocket knife with me just in case, right? But these are all knives that I use. But I'm also cognizant of what I'm going to use them on, right? If I'm going to go out working in the yard, I have certain knives that are hard working yard knives. This is one of them. This knife is meant to be a user and a knife that I can work on hard stuff in the yard with, and I will do that, right? Now, I may not do that with this one. This is a little nicer. I mean, still, I could do that, but this is a little nicer version, right? But I did that intentionally for this one. My Shaman, I feel like I can do the same with. I have used this quite a bit. Now, it's LMAX steel, and it handles it really well. But the question is, what steel do I have? What's the purpose? Like this right here is S110V. This is a slicer, meant to be a slicer. If you know S110V blade steel, I'm not going to go out whacking and chopping and things with this type of steel. Absolutely not. Likewise with Maximate, I'm not going to do that. But I can do a lot of things in the house perfectly fine. And also, if I'm going to be cutting a lot of things and I have an acid wash, am I okay with scuffs and things like that on the blade? I took the position that every knife that I have in my collection I would carry and I would use. And I did that because that's how I enjoy my knives. It's my decision. I made that decision. Now, could some of these be safe queens that you would never carry? You can absolutely choose to do that. Absolutely your call. It's your knives. You do what you want. But I chose that every one of these I would carry. Now, to what degree will I carry and abuse and use them? It varies, right? It varies. I'm not going to go out and work in construction site and where gravel and everything and bring this knife and start cutting sheetrock and things like that with this one. No, I wouldn't do that. I would definitely have a more utilitarian knife, something that I feel like I could do that with, right? Matter of fact, it might even be one of my Landers or one of my Banters, Big Banter or something like that. Those are knives or the F2, F5.5, something like this. That might be more of a work knife. Now you can see this one's already got scratches. I've dropped it. This one, I've got a little crack in the G10. And I rounded these scales, by the way, made this more comfortable. And the action on this one's crazy. But this is one of those knives that I could use and abuse. And I have no problem doing that with. But I also got this on sale and it's under $200. So, I have knives that are over $200 that were purchased for a lot less. And so I'm more inclined to do that. But that's how I choose to do it. It doesn't mean that I don't carry the other knives and use them, right? So I don't know what you mean by use. So if you're working at a site and you want to beat them up and bang them up, I would say carry a nice knife that you're going to carry for just enjoyment, for opening things, letters, maybe opening an apple, bag of chips or whatever, wherever you're at. And then the other knife is the workhorse kind of knife. That's what I would do. That's how I kind of would approach that if I needed a knife that I always had to do something like that with. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that helps. What is everybody else's thoughts? What do y'all think? I'm sure you've been chiming in, so let me read and catch up. Who has 600 knives? NFK, I use my 600 knives. I use my 600 knives. LOL, I got to use them. Mr. Junior Miss, you got 600 knives. That's cool, man. I have maybe 100. I don't have 600, but I have maybe 100. Probably going to thin the herd out a little bit because I keep things in my collection that I use. If it doesn't get used, unless I have one safe queen, my dad's knife he bought before World War II, it's over 100 years old. But otherwise, every other knife is got to be used. And if it just stops getting used, I will probably put it up for sale, right? Even if it's a cool knife that I think is nice and I would love to have. Like for instance, I love carrying my custom Trevor Burger Urban XL. I carry that. I love that knife. I enjoy carrying my McNeese. I enjoy carrying my conic Arius, my mini Arius. Love that knife. The Rosie, I carry that regularly. Love carrying that knife. I carry, now the Evo, my Evo Rotten 3.0, I've not carried that a whole lot. I have a feeling that one's going to be one of those that might be leaving the collection going up for sale, right? So that one's probably going to be going up for sale. I just don't carry it. The Sheer Gorf, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep carrying it. I get torn. Every once in a while, I say, I don't use it. Then I pick it up and I carry it and I'm like, oh, but I like it. And so I'm back and forth on that one. My Herman Sting, I love that knife. but I'm back and forth on that one. So those are two that are kind of on the edge, but every of the other ones I absolutely carry and keep. My EMP EDC relative, I carry those all the time. Those I love. So yeah, trying to think of what other ones I might, that's my attitude, and that's how I use them. But I definitely agree. If you got 600 knives, Junior Ms, and you use every one of those, then carry them and use them and enjoy them. I mean, my gosh, absolutely. Part of me does that. I guess part of me is thinking about the knives is because I'm going to Blade Show. You got to buy a new roof. Part of me is feeling like maybe I should, maybe I should consider some of the things I have. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I flopped. I had several of my knives that are still in my collection that were going up for sale, and I just decided, I like them. I'm going to keep them. So who knows? I have a 15V Shaman, put a 17-inch bevel on it, and that thing will cut and cut and cut. Wow. I wanted to get one of those 15V Shaman. I'd take a 10V Shaman, right? I would take that. 15V sounds pretty awesome. Yeah. That's kind of like, isn't that like crew wear next level sort of thing? I mean, it's even better than crew wear from what I understand. It's kind of up there with Maximate, but it's much, much, much tougher. It's a much tougher. And it's not corrosion resistant, but it's much tougher. We got a few links here. All right, so Rocky Graham, let's go check out this one. Oh, we got 2 links. Oh, we got an E-Knives. Got to check that one out too. All right, so let me go there. I'm going to share that. Okay. Yeah. Where? Okay. So we got the Jack Wolf. This one's dropping in 10 days. The Sharpshooter. That is interesting. Is that the, wait a second. Is that the liner lock? No. Okay. This is the slip joint. Okay. I thought it was the liner lock version for a second. Yeah. Slip joint. I tell you, my next slip joint is that Barley. That Barley speaks to me like no tomorrow. This one's unique. It's different. I like it. I think it's definitely a very cool design. It's just not quite my aesthetic, but man, if you like this aesthetic, it's a great knife. I can tell you every Jack Wolf that I've handled are amazing. They're just phenomenal. I'm just waiting for that one Jack Wolf that jumped out at me like the QSP Hedgehog and that Barley have. There's one, okay. There's one other one, the Gentleman Jack. Yeah, by Medford. That one looks really cool, but it's way, I can't justify buying that until I've handled it. I couldn't even justify buying it probably after handling it, but that would be the one that I probably would be very inclined to get just because I love the look of it. But this is cool. So if you have that aesthetic appeal to you, this is nice. I can tell you, if you think it just looks nice, it is far better knife than you could even imagine. Every Jack Wolf knife I've ever handled is just phenomenal. So I got to ask you, Rocky, are you getting it? You getting this one? Or do you already have one? And if you do, which one did you get? I'm kind of curious. Now I'm going to look at your other one here. Yes. Is that the, okay, that's the rendition, the 229 with the Damas steel. That's nice. I think Crane's Cutlery also had something like that too, didn't they? Oh, but this is the Tonto. Wait, that's the Tonto. Yeah, I do the drop point. I like the drop point on that one. Personally, the drop point is more appealing to me in the Chavez, but I know a lot of people love that Tonto. Really love the Tonto, but man, that Damas steel pattern is sick. It's really, really nice. Wow. Yeah, that's really nice. That is really, really nice. That reminds me, I got to take my clip out. I want to mill my clip. So my Rendition 229, I have the non-skull one out because I rounded the base here. It had a clip that would just snag in my pant pocket. And I know why they did it. So you wouldn't lose your knife. It wouldn't fall out as you're walking around. I get it. But I don't run marathons with my knives in my pockets. So I rounded that so it'd go in and out of my pocket much easier, and it does. It works really great. So I want to do that on the skull one, and I want to actually try to put the skull one on there. It is one of my things I'd like to do down the road. And I'd probably do a video because I've done this on several knives now, and a lot of people ask me to record that, kind of what I do. I mean, we can at least see how a guy who has no fantastic experience, like probably many of you guys do, how I would do it. And just kind of show you that I think an average person could probably do this with a little bit of patience, a little bit of practice. All right, so waiting for you, Rocky, on that one. That does not surprise me, Rocky. What is that? Or a chisel. Wait, chopping the wood for axes. Yeah. The link is too long. Use what you want. I get that. Let me get that. I totally agree. Use what you want. If you want to carry a knife, I mean, I love carrying this one, by the way. And I love using this knife. And you know what the cool thing about this knife is, the McNeese? You can use this one like there's no tomorrow. It's meant to be a user and be abused. It is not a knife that is just for all show. Matter of fact, a lot of really nice knives are meant to be used. Now, some of them, depending on how much you spend on them, you probably don't want to, but they're meant to be used, right? It's just a matter of, are you okay with that? It's kind of like when you get a car, you get that first, if you get a new car, if you've ever gotten a new car, I've gotten one, you get that first scratch, it just kills you. It's like same thing with a knife. You get that first little scratch on the clip or something, you're like, oh. Now, if you're planning to buy the knife so you can trade and sell it later, then don't use it. Keep it in your collection. If it's meant to be a collection piece to be used for a trade or to sell down the road, then yeah, I mean, then it's a collection piece. You're collecting it because you're hoping you can trade with someone or eventually sell it. And you just want it to handle it and get a feel of it. That makes sense. All right. Hey, NFK20, man, you take care. You have a great evening. Appreciate you. I don't know if I missed saying goodnight to you, but appreciate being here in the live stream tonight. Thank you. I'm calling it on myself. A reminder to keep your heads up, keep your heads high and your knives sharp, and take care, everyone. I like that. I like that. Keep that as your salute. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Tonto chisel. Okay. That's cool. The Tonto chisel. So that's a little bit different. Okay. It did look a little bit different, I thought. All right. It is cool, though. I got to tell you, it is cool. I like the Damasteel. That is just, if you're going to do Damasteel with a nice frame like that, that just is so nice. That really does work. And I love that pattern. At least that pattern. Sometimes you get some crazy patterns out there. I haven't tried the chisel pattern. No, I haven't. I haven't tried that yet. I should probably. Now, did they come out with a new one that doesn't have the screws on the skull? It's like a, I don't know if it's a thumb stud one, but it's a different version, right? Didn't they come out with one like that, I thought? Wasn't there one like that? I keep looking for it, and I thought I meant to save it, but it looked like there was another one. So anyways. All right, NFK, have a good night. Let's see here. I'm that way with my guitar stuff. T-Fetch. All right, I hear you. Did you win the Ed? No, you didn't win the giveaway. That was Kenneth? Or no, who was that? Oh, well, I have to go back in the video to see who it was, but it was, yeah, somebody else, and they were here. So they claimed it. Sorry, Ed, but we are doing a giveaway next week, and we will be doing a members giveaway next week. So look for the video coming out. I'm that way with the guitar stuff. I totally hear you. Just scuffed up my guitar neck trying to smooth out a fret sprout, but meh. I hear that. I hear that, especially if the fret starts to, well, I mean, you know, have you been using it a lot? Is it time to maybe get some new frets put in? You know, do you need to bring it to a luminaire or whatever and have them kind of refret it or something? I don't know. Not sure on that one. Yeah, I'm not sure either, Rocky. I need to look. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let me get that. The old Warlock, plenty character and marks on it a lot. Yeah, I hear you on that. All right, so let's take a look at this one. What is this? What is Rocky sharing? Rocky always has something really cool. I look forward to it. Oh, wow. Did you make that one, Rocky? Is that the one you made? Dang. I love the different combinations of woods. That is sweet. Is that like oak, ash? Probably. What, we got some cherry on there? What do we have? That's just beautiful. Man, that is nice. That is, and are those the I'm not an electric guitar guy, but the Gibson, the feeds, the one they have on the 1960, 50, whatever kind of version, is that the ones that is that the one you got on that? Next week, winner chicken dinner. It's brand new and was set up perfect by the world tech famous Luthier's Crimson. Perfect, but live, but live in a basement that needs a dehumidifier, so wood shrinks. So I have a Martin that hangs on my wall, and it's probably drying out, but I'm okay with that, you know. And I like it to get that character that happens with Martins after a while, right? It gets that little fuller, richer sound that you get when the wood starts to age. I know they can do that now, but I like that, and it's kind of cool. Still a beautiful sound though. I'm always been a real fan of, for acoustics, I've always been a fan of Martins. I like their deeper sound. I do, don't get me wrong, I love Taylors. Taylors are beautiful, and they're a little higher, beautiful pitch, and really has some nice crisp sound to them, and I do enjoy that, and some beautiful Taylors, but I've always kind of leaned toward the Martins personally. Wasn't the Chavez hidden with screws in the old one? It was Biff's blades, but they came out with a new one, a recent one, and I wish I could remember. And it actually had the hidden screws again. It was a new one. Now I don't know if it was a remake of an older one that got re-released, but it was just recently dropped, and the screws were hidden behind the scales. Which, I mean, come on, if you're going to do a marketing trick, you could redo all your knives with the hidden screws, and every one of us would probably buy one. I mean, right? I mean, yeah. Oh, hey. Chavez 229's now got hidden screws. You need one. Yeah, okay. Right? That's cool. I still like this guitar. It is just simply stunning. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, that hardware is fantastic. Wow. Is that bone? I guess it's got to be bone. I mean, everything here on here just speaks like it's got to be natural. And that's probably got to be full ebony, right? It's got to be. It's just got to be. Oh, and I like the Rocky and the versions. Oh, and then you got your little cover for your electronics in there. Now, what is this down here? Is that part of your hardware? Is that where it's fed through, I guess? Oh, do you have the old classic hardware? Oh my gosh. Is there a guy who does the winding on the mix, or whatever you call it, the thing that goes in? I don't know electric guitars, but I saw some specials where there's a guy who's able to recreate what they do on the Gibsons, and he's able to wind it just like the originals and recreate that sound. Is that what you did? I'm just curious. Lacewood, mahogany, ginkgo, and Madagascar ebony. Oh, I did see ebony, yeah. Splatted with maple accents and built-in GGBO on my Crimson. Man, wow. That's just simply amazing. Amazing. Splatted maple on plates and the headstock trim. Okay. Damn, yours is way over there. East Coast here. That was right down the road or up it. Very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah, I definitely, when this is how I feel when I'm around, like, Sierra Bound or MC or Blade, or what's his name, Skeleton Blade Works or whatever, when they have their massive collection of knives. I feel like this would be me around you guys with my guitar. You guys are definitely a step up there. Very cool. I would be afraid, well, I probably shouldn't be, but I would almost be very cautious if you would allow me to pick up that guitar and play it. I would feel very nervous. Yeah, I've got a Chef Rocky and a Guitar Rocky. And Rocky, I think, Rocky Graham, you also have a soap business, don't you? You still have the soap business as well? I like Chef Rocky. Yeah, that's a cool name too. I want beer brats. Yeah, that sounds really good. Beer brats. Now, do you like them with a little bit of mustard wrapped in some tortillas or some, those are, I love that. I don't know if you do that. Put a beer brat in a nice big fresh tortilla with some mustard. Oh, love that. That's, to me, is like the best way. I know that's kind of a sacrilege in some ways, but I'm from Texas. Come on, everything goes in a tortilla. That's cool, Rocky. I'd love to see that. That would be really cool. I'm just learning, but I'm obsessed with them. Like in the past life, the guitars meant something to me type feeling. I'm comfortable having them around. Absolutely. And I don't know if you ever, when I first started playing, and one of the things I noticed, I get into that rhythm where you start just playing songs, and it was like you were making music, right? And you could feel it. And it was always really kind of special because it felt like you were connecting with some expression deep inside of yourself that you couldn't express any other way. It's that magical, mystical sense of music that you experience once in a while. Now you can experience it playing some beautiful music really well because you perform it in fantastically, right? But you can also experience it sometimes when you're just in the flow. I don't know. That's cool. That's cool. Definitely some cool guitars, man. I'm looking at these. That's a beautiful, beautiful. Oh, is that abalone turtle? Did you do your own abalone inlay as well? Wow. That's nice. That's really nice. Very, very cool. That was a treat. That was a treat. The Chavez, man. So what you need is that guitar with a Chavez here next to it. Then we need a little Jack Wolf knife right next to that. And then maybe a whippersnapper. Your Damascene whippersnapper. Yeah, isn't it hard? It's a hard feeling to describe, but it is, when you do it and you experience it, you know it. You know what I mean? You know it. And I think when you're jamming and people are playing and you're all in tune and you hit that together, oh man, it's there. You know what I mean? It's, to me, that's if you're gonna call it a jam session, that's when you're jamming, when you're literally you hit that. I don't know. That's kind of cool. But that's just my magic. Yeah, I would absolutely describe it. There's a YouTube video I watch so regularly, and it is why is my brain not working tonight? I have it saved. So guitar, you're gonna know it before I even type it. Duo. Come on, I save it. Where is it? Why is it not in my, it was one of my saved videos. You know who I'm talking about? It's the guy who plays, oh, why is my brain not, I cannot think music right now. I always have to switch over to get into that mode. Guitar duo, remote song. I think they did it during COVID. So I'm going to put in COVID. I hate to do that, but I think that might prompt it. What is his name? I follow him. You guys, if you know, it's not Hernandez. It's what's his name? As soon as I say it, I know I'm gonna know it. Okay, let's see it. Guitar. About guitarist, song, to play. I try to think what is the key word that's going to pull it up. Why is it not pulling up? If any of you guys know it, let me know. It's what the heck is his name? This is driving me nuts. Guitarist, amazing, Grace, Tony Emanuel. That's it. And he does a duo with, what is it? Tony Emanuel duo. Let's look it up. You guys, since I said that, Tony. That's why I couldn't remember Emmanuel. It's Emmanuel duo. Yes, this Mike Dawes. Mike Dawes and Tony. If you haven't listened to this, I can't play it, and I'm going to get a YouTube strike if this plays too long in the background. But let me copy this link and encourage you to go watch this. I can't play it because they will give me a YouTube strike just for having that play in the background, just the video itself. I did that one time we were here, and I let something play in the background. That is a beautiful. It's one of my favorite pieces. I listen every once in a while. I just listen to it. It just soothes me so nicely. They have a EP as well. It's like a 3-song EP, but this is my absolute favorite one. You can get it on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. You can get it there, but absolutely fantastic. Man, my brain was all in knives. It couldn't switch to music. I'm afraid if I'm switching to music, I'm going to switch off the knives part here. So, whoo, you know how that goes. Oh, maybe don't. Maybe I'm the only one that does that. Because I focus all the energy on that, right? Santana is amazing. Santana is beautiful. One of my favorite is he's here from Austin. He died in an airplane accident. This is embarrassing. I cannot remember names right now. Classic rock and roll from the 70s. He almost played like this is wow. It's like the door shut, it's like somebody brain in that part. I want to say Rick something. It's not. Black Sabbath is really good too. Those guys are phenomenal musicians. If you ever just look at them from musically, they are really quite fantastic to see. Who's that 60s guitar player? Big hands. He did all the jams. He died of drug overdose, sadly. He played with my brains. Wow. It's like I cannot remember anything right now. I have a feeling Jimi Hendrix, yes, Jimi Hendrix and Sarah. Oh, what the heck is it? Stevie Ray Vaughan. Thank you. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan. He is phenomenal. I enjoy Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's really good. Jimi Hendrix is really good, but Stevie Ray Vaughan just had something I really like. He's one of those guys whose career got cut short early, which is a bummer. Yeah, you ever see him play? He is something else. He's something else. He does a duo album with the guy from who knew Jimi Hendrix really well. He's the older guy. Terrible. This is terrible. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Duet album. Come on. Yeah, give me YouTube. Help me out here. Help me out, YouTube. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. King Albert. Yeah. Or Albert King. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Albert King. If you haven't checked that out, that album, that is a great album. Albert King and Stevie Ray Vaughan. That is just a phenomenal album. I enjoyed that one a lot. I mean, I enjoy a lot of these here, but that album is just dynamite. Just dynamite. I've listened to it for years, and I don't get tired of it. Dire Straits, absolutely. Dire Straits. And I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. It's knife. We're talking knives, right? And music. Is there music and music genres that kind of appeal to certain knives to you? I feel like there is. When I get into a real jamming mellow mode, there's knives that I feel like they just got to flow and move really well. If I get into something that's real cutty, then I want something that's a little more aggressive in as far as my knives. If I get into something that's real kind of posh, real smooth, real opulent, if you will, then I kind of get into those kind of knives. I don't know. I do. I listen to music and I kind of pick a knife that goes with the music. Are any of you guys do that? Am I the only one? Am I the weird one here? Albert King, Buddy Guy, and Joe Walsh. Fun damn show. Yeah. By Joan Bonamassa, playing Flight of the Bumblebee. With the accompaniment of an amazing female cellist. Just search for it. I don't know the link. Okay. Is he the Spanish guitarist? Because I might have actually seen that, if you're mentioning that. That sounds familiar, if that's the guy. What is his name? Well, that's not, no. That's not quite helping me out. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get rid of this. Flight of the bumblebee. Maybe we have too many words in there. Like that. Let's try that. Is it Tina Guru? Tina Guru? Is it this one right here? Let me know if that's the one. Or is it this one right here? This looks like the more like professionally cut one. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's some fun stuff to listen to. Okay, so this one right here. All right, so I don't want to play it and get a, whatever strike, whatever, or copyright infringement. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it in here. And so you can check this out. I'm going to save this link for another time, put it over here so I can come back to it and look at it. So I don't, because if it starts to play and it just plays in the background, I've actually gotten a copyright strike on that. Hey, Dave Gavrilinski, appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for joining the live stream. We are just hanging out here. It's late. I know we started late, so it is late. But yeah, we started late. We've been talking music right now. We've been looking at albums. We got from knives to music. And I asked a question. I don't know if no one really answered yet, or maybe you haven't gotten there yet, but does anybody have a knife that they enjoy, fidgeting with, flicking, depending on the music you play to? Do you find yourself gravitating towards certain knives with certain music? Because I find fidgeting with knives therapeutic and mellow and enjoyable. Like for instance, I haven't stopped flicking my little banter knife with the scales on here, and it's a very fidgety knife when you put those scales on there. So that's a lot of fun. The Deca. Yeah, so that I can definitely see that, because it can be very smooth. I've reviewed a Deca, and it's definitely a smooth knife. They do the crossbar lock really well. That's nice. I did put Skiff washers in my Rosie. I know some people would never do that, but I did, because my Rosie was just a tiny bit gritty after a while, and I wanted to take it apart and clean it. And I thought, I'm going to put Skiffs in there. Now, I don't over tighten a knife like that ever. So when I reassemble it and got it back in place, it is unbelievably smooth, by the way. So I say that because I think the Rosie would fit something really mellow music to flick to. Now, it's very smooth. It's got that nice kind of flow to it. Hey, Tommy Boy, 88341. What's up, everyone? Hey, what's up with you, man? Thank you, channel member. Appreciate you being here. We are hanging a little bit late. I don't know how much longer we're going to hang out, but we have been chatting music. Rocky Graham showed us some incredible guitars. I got to show you. If you haven't seen this yet, where is it? You got to check this out. This guitar, look at this crazy bad boy. That got us into music. He made this. This is just phenomenal. Just simply gorgeous. Yeah. Look at that abalone inlay with the turtle. That's just really, really nice. So that's what we've been talking. And knives. And then, Rocky showed off this beautiful Damas steel. I mean, I already have one, so I couldn't justify that, but that is beautiful. No questions. And then talk about the new Jack Wolf knife that's dropping in 10 days. So that's cool. Yeah, music. We were talking about guitars earlier. We're couple of folks have guitars that they're like their safe queens. The guitar at the bottom of that. So let's go down there. So which one is it? Is it down here somewhere? Help me out. Okay. Crane's Cutlery. Let's take a look. Oh, the mini Crossroads. That's nice. That is nice. I do like that one. Now, is that a flipper only? Can you deploy it any other way? It's one of those knives I've been very interested in, and I was tempted a few times. Bottom of the message. Okay, so let's go back there. This one right here, this link I'm hovering over, let me know if that's the one. Yeah, the factory could definitely be good. All right, so let's click on that. Should be loading. Come on. Oh. Building guitars and saving the world. Nice. Really cool. Yeah, that's something I don't know if not quite what I would do. You know, I would do because I don't feel like I have the skills anywhere close to ever do something like that. And I feel like you've got to have passion. You've got to know and want to do that. I'm like that with other things, but not, this is one of those things where I can appreciate it and enjoy people who are very masterful in it. Just like music, you know, I realize I'm more of a lover of music. I try to play, but I'm no musician. I totally accept that. I'd like to play because I like to feel it, but I'm not a musician. There's people who are far, far better musicians than I, but me being able to play helps me to connect and appreciate the music more. And so I look at it that way. It helps me to expands my appreciation of music, right? So that's why I love to do it. You built your son's bed too. That's cool. I can build. I'm no player. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I build computers. And I build that with my son and stuff. But, you know, there you go. My son and I grew hawks during COVID. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that. That's definitely something fun to do, for sure. All right, so let's see here. Getting a cool backstage thing here. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. That looks solid. Absolutely solid. Really cool. That does not look like pine. What is that? That does not look like pine. What is that? Is that oak? That looks really solid. Maybe it's pine, but it looks like oak to me. Is that oak? Very cool. It is pine. Why does that look like oak to me? Oh, maybe it's because it's far away. Oh, well. But it's nice and solid. Okay, cedar and purple heart. All right. Yeah, it's definitely a solid bed. It's one of those you feel like you're not going to be rocking around. It's always one of my things I don't like. Is you get a bed and it's like wobbly. You know, if it's built really well, it's worth that more. So very cool. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Wow. Oh, I was going to show you one thing, guys. I think that might be interesting. Let's see if we can get there. Is it? Maybe I can. Let me go back to the video. Oh, there it is. I wanted to show you this right here, Reef Knives. So I became an affiliate. I don't know if you guys are into fixed blades. This was something that I thought, yeah, this is cool. It's USA made. I know there's a bunch of other great USA blades. Don't get me wrong. I know there are. But, I mean, this just looks really kind of cool. And I thought it'd be worth trying out and getting a chance to be an affiliate. I thought, yeah, let's try it. So I was very interested in the F3. And I think I've got one of those coming in. So we will be doing, yeah, one of these right here. I wanted to do that for an EDC carry, kind of like my Dread Eye from Tactical Knife Company. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, I'm going to do the black micarta. I think it's black micarta or G10. I don't know which one it is. But I like that one. I thought that would be really, really nice. So anyways, that should be coming here this week. But one of those cool affiliate things that I thought, yeah, no, it's about the size of what I want. I like the shape of it. It comes in a Kydex holster, and it has the aesthetics of what I kind of like. So there we go. Now they have some of these crazy ones over here, but I was just looking for more of an EDC type of carry thing. So yeah, I don't really have anything else coming in as far as new knives. I do have some pre-orders, one pre-order, maybe two. One should be coming in here shortly. The new one by TW Price Design. When I did pre-order, that should be coming in. Yeah, the Bradford. That's the other one I was very interested in. I was very, very interested in that, but you know, you get reached out and say, hey, would you like to be an affiliate? I mean, it's USA made. I looked at it, the aesthetics and everything I read on it was really good. So it's not that I'm, let's put it this way. I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it and see if I like it. And if I don't, I'll be honest about it, right? But if I do like it, I mean, there you go. Now, this is another one that I would very much like to try. And this is about the size of what I'd like to try because it would be really great for EDC. And I do remember, Rocky, you told me the Kydex is extra, and I would definitely want to get that because that would be nice for this shape. I like the finger choil a lot on this. I think that's really, really cool. It looks like a really nice shape. So it's 7.12, which is a good size. You got a 3.5-inch blade. So I'm not sure if they're doing the blade from here to here, or if the blade is from here to here. I bet it's from the handle to here. That's typically how they measure the blade length, right? Because you know the idea is that any of this part could be sharpened into a blade. That's the logic behind there. So that's what I'm guessing. And I'm guessing the handle is going to be this, but then with the finger choil, you're getting like a 4-inch one. So, oh, that would be cool, Rocky. Yeah, definitely. I would appreciate that, man. I like the blade shape for sure. Yeah, I saw that. And that definitely is what I would do. I haven't gotten more than one fixed blade, right? And there's a few that I know Javon has recommended a few that were interesting, but they were not quite my aesthetic, right? You know, I think they're definitely cool blades, and I think they're probably well made. It just didn't call out to me. This one sort of did, and you know, when it literally calls out to you and say, you want to be an affiliate, then yeah, I mean, even more so, right? But this one, the Bradford, has always interested me, and I never considered them until you told me that they make the Kydex holster. And so didn't know about that until, you know, I'd already made the other one, but that's really cool. Yeah, is that the when you're talking about, you're talking about will be recreated, you're talking about the knife? Is that what you're talking about? Your channel. Okay, cool. Yeah, your channel. All right, awesome. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. But you know, if you're in flux, it's best to, you know, you got to take care of things, right? That's totally understandable and absolutely cool. Absolutely. The Demco. Yeah. So what is that little Demco? Let me see if I can find it. Instagram. Andrew Demco. Can I find what is this? What is this? Whoa, what is that? Huh. That's kind of cool. Okay. Sorry, squirrel. I got totally distracted there for a second. All right, so let's take a look over here. Oh yeah, the Speakeasy soaps. That's cool. Rebranding. Are you thinking of? I know one thing. I usually I go to Smoky. What's it called? Smoky Mountain Knife Work. Smoky Mountain Wagon Soap or something like that. Beardworks. They do like beard balm. Have you thought of doing some beard balms and maybe like some solid colognes or things like that as well with the soaps? That would be cool. I think you would have so there's a beard balm soap or beard soap that they use, and it's like really, really soft for the beard. And A lot of times women, like my wife, will use that soap because it's really good on their hands. So that's kind of it has appeal in that way. Speakeasy soaps. All right, here's Speakeasy soaps. Very cool. I can't play too much because I know you probably, Rocky, won't claim the copyright thing, but somebody will, right? I don't want to have to deal with that. But very cool. The 8022. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, that's what I meant to talk about. Where'd it go? Nope. I had a window. When you have too many windows. Oh, here we go. I got distracted by this Ray Laconico EZ. This is kind of crazy looking knife. That's interesting. That's a squirrel knife right there, right? All right, so what is it? Demco knives. Let's see. Does he have the little one? The one I saw, you know, Pocket Priorities, he has that new one, the little one. It's a Magna Cut and it's absolutely custom, but I'd like to see them make more US production one. It's all open and I own the rights. Okay. So I can look at it and I'm going to do a copyright claim on my live stream and I have to cut it out, right? All right, cool. So we can go back and look at that then. That's cool. Oh, I got a bug in here or something, some fly or whatever. Hey, Tyler Williams, man, appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you, channel member. How you doing tonight, Tyler? Welcome. We're kind of late here, just hanging out. We're checking out Rocky Graham's channel right now. Smell the Youth Cold Process Soap by Speakeasy Soaps. This is cool. He was showing us his channel, and so this is his channel right here, and then this is a video that he was sharing, Rocky was sharing. And we'll check out Tyler Williams in just 1 second. I just give it a couple more seconds. So you dissolve the soap, and then you reconstitute it later? Is that how it works? And that's how you make the design? All right, so I'm gonna skip along because I'm not. All right, so then you add something else. All right, so what are we doing here? Obviously, whatever you're adding, it's important to get all that in there, okay? Okay, so then you pour it in there. So this is how, oh, now you're adding colors. So you're doing dyes, all right? Okay. And you're doing blue, okay. So you got the red. All right, so now you're pouring the colors in. Now you're reversing it. That's cool. So if you're having a few drinks and you're watching this video right now, you're thinking, what? How many drinks did I have? It might make you question, you know, what am I drinking? Oh, I get it, Rocky. I get it. But if someone's up late and they're watching this and they're, you know, having a little cocktail, they might be like, did I put an extra shot in there or something? Because at first I was looking at it, I was like, what happened? What happened? All right, so I'm going to click on this real quick, just so we can, if anybody hasn't had a chance who's here, we got 29 people. This is Tyler Williams. Go check him out. He's at 697. Definitely broke the big 500. And there's those rosy pair, man. That's beautiful, beautiful pair of knives. And the Maverick. I mean, the Archer. Oh, the Archer. Is the detent super strong on yours too, by the way? So very, very cool. Go check out and subscribe to Tyler. Let me go back to the video because we're going to watch the rest of the soap here real quick. All right, so this is a very interesting process. Okay, so you do layers and layers. This is like tie-dye soap or something, right? Okay, so we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna skip across. So it's a little silicone tray, right?
So does this go in a refrigerator or does it just set? All right, so now we're doing kind of the tie-dye splatter. Now it's starting to look like a, I don't want to say Picasso, but what's the guy's name? The artist, he's also the actor. He does those paintings that sell for ridiculous amounts of money. That's what this is reminding me. It's reminding me of one of his pieces. Goes up to 160 degrees and can volcano. Oh, I'm assuming can volcano is set, it's more like a statement like that's not a good thing. All right, so now, the silicone tray, now you're going to take it out, okay? Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. So you have the exact measurements for each one. That's really cool. Now, is that a heated wire? So, because it seems to be cutting very nicely. Just a guitar string. Ah, the music of soap. Well, that's a way to repurpose an old string, right? Once you wear those out, man. Yeah, just Nate. We had his channel open earlier. Let me see. Here we are, right here. Just Nate. That's the channel right there. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, he broke 101. Let's see real quick. I'm gonna just see if it goes above 101. We're 108, just Nate. 108, man. All right, maybe we can get you 110. That's cool. All right, going back to the soap. All right, so cool. So that's how you make your soap. That's really cool, Rocky. Rocky, I appreciate you sharing that, man. Very, very cool. I was looking at over here, trying not to be distracted. There was a Demco one that I thought was pretty cool. And then, of course, I know he's got some new one coming out that I would love to check out. That looks really cool. But there was also that new, what is it, the Easy? Okay, sometimes some of the stuff you get in your stuff is just ridiculous. But anyways, all right. What is the new one? Alliance Design, right? It's Alliance Design knives. I gotta tell you, I've been very, very tempted. I wish that one didn't sell out so fast. That was really a bummer. But they have this was the one that I would love to have gotten, but it sold out really fast. Then they have this one, the Integral with the Damascus. And then they have the micarta one, which is not bad. And then they have this one over here, the carbon fiber, which looked kind of cool, but I was like, why is it so expensive? Because, hey, Rocky, check it out. Look at this. It's a Sanmai Damascus. It's Sanmai Damascus. And I believe, if I read it correctly, it is a VG10 core Sanmai Damascus. So it's a VG10 core. I mean, I don't know. I've heard VG10 core Sanmai is good, but I don't know. I don't have much experience with it, right? But the Damascus clip that's pretty nice, right? And it's a Laconico design. If you like Ray Laconico, you can see that. You can see the Sanmai right there. That is really well done. That is nice. And then you got the pivot collar. Yeah, it's old. It's not terrible. I agree. I mean, I would love to have been something like, I mean, I don't know, at that price, why not just do Damascus, Damasteel, right? Damasteel, or, you know, if you're going to really try to go crazy, you know, you can always get some Chad Nichols. I'm sure there's some less expensive Chad Nichols. I don't know what that is, but
but still a very cool knife. The one that seems the most appealing to me is this one right here. I like that. I like that texture on there. It's not too overly aggressive. Gives you some nice grip. But that is, I believe that is zirconium, I believe, an inlay. And I think that's a zirconium pivot collar too. The Shunzer V10? Okay. So anyways, that was my little squirrel. So Tyler, what were you carrying today? Everyone else has been talking about their different carries today. I got a chance to check something out. Here, I'll show you on the desktop here if you're interested. Before we kind of running kind of late. Dean allowed me to borrow his Megaron Arma. Check this giant bad boy out. This is a overbuilt knife. It's over 8.5 ounces. It's a half-pound knife. This is truly an overbuilt mega knife. I always said, you know, I'm not always been a fan of some of those, you know, overbuilt knives, but this is the one design that I thought I kind of like the way that looks. It is on fire. It really is. It's phenomenal. I think, let's see, was it at White Mountain Knives? I think it was at White Mountain Knives that I saw it. I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if it's sold out. Yeah. All right. So you can get one that's dark gray, but it's $300. It's not bad. Not bad at all. A baby banter. Yeah, I've been flicking my, I don't know if you can see, I've been flicking my banter here all night since I pulled it out. Once I get this in the hand, it's hard to put down. So yeah, I definitely get the banter thing for sure. Coffee. Time for some coffee. Do I like coffee? I love coffee. Pizza lover forever. So I started drinking coffee in college, and I did it the old drip method because back then I was poor and in college. So I had a kettle. I boiled water, usually from bottled water. I had beans because that would make it last longer, and I would have a little grinder, and I'd grind my own beans, and I'd pour coffee. Lo and behold, that turns out that's the fancy way to do coffee now. So now I'm a little fancier. I have a nice kettle. I've had the same kettle for 3 years, and I use only bottled water. So I've never cleaned that kettle out, and it looks brand new still. I have a burr milled grinder that I've had for several years now. It's a really nice grinder. And then I have several ways to store the coffee. And I do have a really fancy drip system that I pour it over with. So I make the coffee, and I'm kind of a coffee snob now. And matter of fact, everyone in the family, most people don't buy coffee from Starbucks or anybody because everyone likes my coffee more. And, you know, I'm not trying to brag, okay? And I'm not like, ooh, I'm so good. It's just, I like a good cup of coffee, and I always feel life's too short to drink bad coffee. So, I didn't show you what I was looking at, did I? So I was looking at, here's the Megaron knife that I was talking about. I was talking away and I never shared it, sorry. Great shape at Tyler Williams. All right, so. Yeah, the Megaron's on fire. So what is this one right here? Are you looking at? Let's see what we got. Oh, tea. Oh, I do like tea too. I've gone to some really nice tea places. No thanks. I'll come back to that. But I actually have a really beautiful orange tea that I've been enjoying lately. It's really, really good. But yeah, I'm really into tea too. So I have a nice tea filter. I do it all naturally with a steel mesh that when I do cook it, and I make sure it's at 180. No, this one I've got you bring it to boil 30 seconds, then you pour it in, you let it sit for 5 minutes. I forget the name of it, but it was from a high-end tea shop. So yeah, I do like tea as well. Yeah, I like coffee. I mean, I'm a stickler for a good cup of coffee. I really am. It's gotta, you can make a coffee really, really taste well by the beans, how fresh you keep them, a burr grinder. Burr grinder is so much better than a blade grinder. You can go into details about that, but
it really does a better job on when you're grinding your beans. And then I boil my water and then I let it sit for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then I start pouring over. So I want it to be just below boiling so I don't pull the tannins out. And then that's how I make it. And I do the pour method, and it's a constant movement of the water. All right, so Alton Brown. Did I already open this one? Oh, his coffee. Yeah, I do. There's a couple of coffees that I like. There's a Texas coffee maker here. They're out of Austin that I do one of their coffees, and I mix it in with. I also like Black Rifle coffee. I know you're like I just did it because I got a sample of it, and I really like the particular flavor of it. And that one, everybody in the family agreed to and loved. And I got tired of feeling like, no one liked the flavor that I would like. So that's the one we kind of all agreed to. And I mix it in with a breakfast blend of the local Austin one. And I mix them together and it works out really well. Ooh, that's nice. What? Oh, that's $119. Okay. 119 pounds, excuse me. That's interesting. It's definitely very, very interesting. Huh. Now, where's that made? 14C28N, frame lock. Okay. Looks like aluminum scales. Very interesting. Definitely has a unique look to it for sure. It's an interesting fuller at the top. Wow. Typically, ProTech charges a lot for that blade grind. So, there we go. That's cool. Now, Tools for Jets has a bunch of other knives on there, if I'm not mistaken. This is where I think several people have some exclusive affiliates, but those are very interesting as well. Actually, I'm going to need to grab my charger here because my iPad's dying. It's the one I'm using to kind of monitor things. I need to plug it in real quick. We've been on a while here, which is cool. I love it. Probably gonna have to at some point, maybe. All right, here we go. Bring that back on. All right, good. I'm using that for my chat so I can see it. So where were I thought I had it open. Knives, folding knives. There we go. So, I mean, they definitely have some really, yeah, like the PMP knives, they have those. Fantastic. There's that Riot one. That's a big popular one. I ran into a guy who actually has one of these. He's several of these. He's a big fan of them. He loves them. And he was sharing some of those with me. That's really phenomenal. Yeah, very, very cool. It's pushing midnight in Central Time Zone. It is for me as well. So I think we're going to have to wrap it up here, guys. I know it's late. I'm enjoying this. I really have. I enjoyed the guitar talk. I enjoyed music talk. I enjoyed everything that we've talked about here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Really, really enjoy it. Yeah, some of those things are expensive, but you know what? Some of those things are fantastic, right? It's a matter of what people value. If it's relative to your budget. So, if depending on what you do and where you're at in life, it depends on what you can afford, right? So for some people, buying a Honda Civic is a very expensive purchase, and for some people, buying an Acura MDX is an expensive purchase, and for some people, buying Mercedes is just a inexpensive purchase, and it's all relative to where people are at. I can't tell you that I'm in those high echelon, but I can tell you that I know there are people who buying a $5,000 knife is not a big deal. It would be a tremendously huge deal for me. I don't think I could ever do that at this point yet, right? I mean, would I ever say no to that? No. But right now where I'm at, I probably wouldn't just yet. I think breaking that $1,000 barrier would be huge. those things can happen, right? You know, you could break some of those barriers at some point. But there you go. Yeah, watches are definitely worse. I actually paid for my last semester, Rocky, of college with my Omega Seamaster titanium watch. I sold that on eBay to pay for my entire last semester of college and food and groceries, because I was married at the time, going back to school to try to get my degree, so I could get a job somewhere else. And the last semester we were running low on funds because I'd sold a lot of my stocks, a lot of things that I had from retirement, and budget wasn't doing well, and economy was struggling. And I sold that watch, and my wife sold her. She had a nice car, and we sold both of those and downgraded everything so I could finish school. And it was a good investment because ultimately it turned out for the best, right? Sometimes you sacrifice so things turn out better down the road. And that's what it was for us. Yeah, I'm not into Rolexes. I don't get it. You know, I like a nice watch, but at this point, I don't know. What would I value more? I think I would probably value more a knife. Some things in the house, things that I might enjoy more, right? I don't know. I don't know if I'd spend that much on a watch. I have an Apple Watch, but I've had an Apple Watch forever, but I use it for a lot of things, right? This Apple Watch is not just a watch for me. There's a lot of things I do with this watch, but it's also part of my phone plan. And so for me, I can justify that, right? Yeah, Kunu is probably the best of all worlds. The one I want to get, did y'all see that new Kunu? By the way, we should look at it just since we were bringing it up. And we'll wrap up with Kunu knives. How about that? I want to get that. Is it the Padre? Is it the Padre in the full DLC? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Is it? Come on. Where is it? They had Pulsar. There it is. That's a carbon fiber DLC, which is still freaking amazing. But I didn't want the Pulsar. I wanted to see, where's the Padre? I thought it was a Padre that had full DLC. Is it the Padre? Am I thinking of the right one? Is it the Padre that's full DLC? Yeah. Or it's the Django. Maybe it's the Django. I thought there was one that they were touting as a full DLC. So that's the Pulsar. Well, let's look at this one. That just looks amazing. All right, so T, are you heading out? Yeah, T, I think we're all going to be wrapping it up here. So you have a good night, man. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Have a awesome week. It may be full of lots of fun knives and productive work and good health. All right. I don't know what else to say, but I hope it's a great week. Buffalo Trace. Oh, I have some Buffalo Trace over there. I've really wanted to. Yeah. I have a friend who works actually owns a liquor store, and I was going to get some Blanton's. I really want to try Blanton's. I haven't tried it yet. I really want to, but I hear that single keg or single barrel Blanton's is really good too. Anyways, first on the page. Is it first? You said, was it first on the page? The one we were talking about? Did I miss it? So there's the carbon fiber. That's the Pulsar XL. Now, there's the Padre. Is that it? Is that the one that they had the DLC? Oh, yes, it is. It is the DLC. Now, weren't they also doing the full DLC? I thought I saw that on Instagram. Oh, Tyler, I have a few bottles over there. I could probably, yeah. I become a happy guy, but all I know is I probably would end up, let's put it this way, I'll probably end up buying 5 knives I should never have bought. That's what would happen. And now I think everybody wants me to drink on live stream, if you hear that. So, you bought your son a Swatch. They still make Swatches? I didn't know they still made the Swatches.
Yeah, so Tommy boy, I got my smartwatch. I got it highly discounted with my iPhone. Yeah, so that's the reason why I got that. So yeah, but aren't there like some high level swatches now too? I mean, they used to be just the plastic ones, right? The real generic. They were like 50, 60, $100 or whatever. Now they're, I mean, I hear there's some really fancy ones, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's, by the way, that's a cool one. But I think I'm having 3 conversations here. The one that I thought was really, really interesting is the Django. The Django looked interesting to me as well, especially in the DLC. I don't know if that's kind of my cup of tea, but I had a Pulsar. I thought it was cool, but I felt like it was almost a little too big. I like the towel, the sheep's foot towel. That's super awesome. But I would like to try one of their other ones. I think like the X towel, I thought it was. Anyways, sorry, I'm totally distracted. All right, everybody. I think it is time to say goodnight and to say see you guys for next week. Most of you guys are channel members. Most of you here are. Don't forget, there will be a channel member giveaway coming out very shortly. No, I'm not tonight, but this week. Definitely before Monday. Hopefully Thursday or Friday at least. Appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Thank you for all the memberships, especially just Nate. Thank you for those memberships you donated. So I appreciate you guys and all the new members. Thank you. Appreciate everyone who was here this evening and look forward to seeing you guys next week. Awesome live stream. Appreciate you guys as well. This was great. This was fun. I always enjoy this. I like the fact that we can talk knives and everything, and it all fits together. It's kind of like knives. Knives are part of everything, and so knives kind of fit into everything we do, right? So there we go. Well, you guys have a great evening. Good night, and have a great week. Bye, everybody. Night.
And let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. if you want me to, 'cause we can run, and we can run. The stars that fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we